Good evening. As always, crafting day is a little bit strange. I swear I'm here. I'm just, computer is up there and everything is down here. I am on the floor again. Howdy. Prince thank you for the gifted sub. Oh my god, what was that, 25? There, I think? Have you still not pulled your thing? You're out of the pot yet. I do appreciate that. Oh my gosh, you're at a full 150 on what? Oh my gosh. What do you got for total? 320. I like 320. That's a good number. And V as well, if you're still listening, because I know you got your community night going. Thank you on the gifted as well. Heading over to Dragon. How are things? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. My sense of the time is, I think it's because I haven't had to go into the actual office today. My sense of what time is it, what's happening, is a little bit weird. I also got fuzzy socks. Because, oh, you know what? I should turn this microphone a little bit before I, hit my chin with it too much. I hear hello things. Pika PJs. Yeah, Pika and Sylveon. They're Pikachu Sylveon pants. I used to have a pair of Wooloo pants as well, but I don't know where they've gone. I still have Wooloo shorts, but I used to have, actually I'm going to tie my hair back because I'm going to be, actually maybe I don't have to tie my hair back. Yeah, I'm cutting first. I have Wooloo shorts, but I don't know where they've gone. Or no, sorry. I have Wooloo shorts. I know where they are. I had Wooloo pants. I don't know where they've gone. At some point I just I don't know, I lost them or something. Also, why does my phone say I'm in Cult of the Lamb category? Did I actually forget to change my category? I totally did. Makers. Oh my gosh, it's a record size on that Cerveza Crystal. Haven't seen that one in a while. There we go, that's the right category. Much better. So yeah, as always, layout is a little strange on my crafting days, especially the days like this where I have to be on the floor. You'll forgive me though, right? Mobile, will you let me observe? No, we're just gonna do it this way. We're just gonna do it this way. Okay. Setup is always a little weird. Setup is always a little. Do you magnetize on that table? You do not. Okay. I'll just keep it down here. Cause yeah, I have no way of. Oopsies, I bumped the camera. My bad. I have no way of watching what's happening on my computer screen. So, on the floor with the mobile and the tablet. What the fuck is this? I don't know. A hiding goose? I get. What is it? Oh, I got one too. The funky goose. What is the name on this emote? The gritty goose. Oh my god. I guess it's doing the dance. I assume it's hitting the gritty. I got. Do I look like I know what that is? Oh, that's funny. But thank you on the hype train, everybody. I really appreciate it. I just wish that Mix It Up was working correctly, because I set up these fun little trains to go off. I'll do it myself. There, one last true do it thing. Go do your thing, true train. I set up these fun little trains, and I'm like, yeah, this will be great. I knocked the camera enough to change its angle on me. Maybe a little. Okay. So I'm winging it on a quilt design. Really winging it on a quilt design. I've never made a quilt before. And so I'd had the thought that I was going to do some of the pattern drafting on the stream. I was wrong, because this thing is big. This paper is 6.5 feet long. Because at base, the thing is going to be about 4 feet 8 inches wide, and then he's like, it's not going to be on camera. It's not going to be on camera, and then about 6 feet long. So I essentially, what I did was I got tired of working on this tiny table downstairs, so I basically I taped it to the wall. I grabbed some painter's tape from when I repainted my apartment. I taped the entire bloody piece of paper to the wall. And yeah, and decided, I'm like, this'll work. So today, 4.8 by 6 seems small. It will be big enough. 12 feet. 8 and a bit by 12 feet. Oh my gosh. Wait, did I bring my big rulers? I did. I couldn't. I don't know what to do with that. Trying to remember. What the hell is the seam allowance on a quilt again? I think it's 1/4 or something like that. Hey, B! I'm not even watching stream. Got a notification someone gave you a gift sub. Yeah, you had Prince Ups to thank for that one. We had a hype train. We kicked off a hype train, and one of the subs went out to you. So congrats. Enjoy the emotes. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I gotta look up seam allowances for quilts. Is it 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch? It's 1/4 inch. Okay, it's 1/4 inch. How's it going, Beanie? How's your Pokemon? I saw you took a little bit of a break from one, what was it, Gen 9 of tier list? Also, is everything showing up bright enough? My lighting is a little weird sometimes here. Could it be brighter? I could turn the brightness on the camera up a little bit. No, I need the hair tie. I need the hair tie. I got too much hair. I keep forgetting to book a haircut, and it's just I'm leaning over this thingy too much. Okay, that's much better. So yeah, we'll see. I don't really know how much I'm gonna get done tonight. I guess we'll see. It's a little bit unfortunate because I don't think my pencil is so fine because I use a very fine tip pencil. I don't actually even know how much people can see of the pattern work going on if it just looks like I'm crawling all over a piece of paper. I am crawling all over a piece of paper, but you know, I swear I'm doing some actual work with it too. Oh, fish. I have a lot of hair. I just have a lot of hair. It's why I joke with people that if I visit, I'm like, you better be ready to find pieces of me around your house for like the next 2 months. I have some socks that I sometimes joke that the hair is structural because the hair just weaves itself. That's weird. Is my ruler? Oh no. No way. Really? What a terrible time for this discovery. Oh, what a terrible time for this discovery. How long have I been using this ruler for? Wow, what a terrible time for this. No wonder some of my stuff has been off. Really? My ruler is not. Oh, well, shit. So much for that one. My ruler is not. The grid's not even. It's not like you're looking like the gal from The Ring. Your hair is fine. I've scared people with that before. Rising out of a pool, crawling out of a closet in Japan. It was much fun. It was a fun prank. But yeah, I've just discovered that my ruler is not perfectly grid cut. Well, you know, that I've been using that ruler for. Okay, it's relatively new, but oh man. That kind of explains a lot as to why some of my measurements seem to be so off and I couldn't get things to line up. Oh no. I don't think it's mucked up anything too bad for this one at least, but oh my god, I use that ruler for seam allowances a lot. It's like, it's not a huge difference. Actually, for a 1/4 inch and how much it was off, it's actually a pretty significant difference, but it really, really adds up. Piece over piece over piece over piece. But no, part of it is just my hair getting in my own way. Is it too dark? Ooh. It might be a bit dark. Properties. Configure video. Gotta get the lighting a little better. Kind of the problem of using a yellow light in this room. Will this lamp help? It might be a bit far. Cast a weird shadow. Cast a bit of a weird shadow. Bendy lamp. Oh, another sort of. No, both bulbs are in there. Doesn't help much. We're gonna deal with this. Music is broken. Still says it's black sheep. Well, that's strange. Hmm. The music itself is actually playing correctly though, right? Properties, refresh the cache. Counting? Oh, it's counting out. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Okay. Back to pattern drafting. So yes, I have the main layout. There's still a component that I need to add to it. Like the tree that I need to add to it. But right now I've got the layout part for the hills, and I've got the layout part for the sunbeams. And then I'm adding just a actually, do I really only want it to be 1/4 inch on these outer edges? I could go higher. I could go 1/2 inch. Because it's the main outer bit. Maybe I'll go 1/2 inch after. Change my mind. I'm very indecisive sometimes. This is what happens when you go into pattern drafting with like an idea, but not like the clearest vision in the world. It's like, oh, I'll change my mind. It's part of why I ended up taping this whole thing to the wall, because I had a couple times that I changed the degree of the radial for the sunbeam part, and had to keep like essentially doing what I'm doing now of shuffling the paper over repeatedly, except it was on a small table. Man, that was a pain. All I was doing was basically ruffling up my paper more than I should be. Okay, let's go 1/2 inch. Right there. Okay, we'll do that line. We'll go 1/2 inch on the 1/2 inch on the outer. Am I looking at the right lines? Yeah. It probably isn't picked up by the camera because of how faint it is, but like I've even like you can probably see the numbers, but you probably can't see the colors. I've actually pencil crayon color coded all of the pieces and then numbered them, because I essentially have to cut this entire thing apart, put the seam allowances on it, cut it out of fabric, and put it all back together again. So I was like, I'm going to lose track, because there's going around for just the rays, and then the sky in between is 24 pieces. And I'm like, yeah, I better number these before I totally lose what I was doing. Okay, top seam allowance, we'll go 1/2 inch on that. Do the same on the bottom. Also, if I sound a little sniffly, your GPU says there's no display connected? Wait, so you're not getting any image at all? Like just from your computer to your monitor? That's concerning. Didn't you just get that laptop upgraded? It was not the time for it to be having problems once it's back in your possession. Couldn't have had these problems when it was still out being repaired or upgraded? Oh, you think it's using your... Oh, that's weird. Why would it pick from that all of a sudden? It very well could be. I wouldn't be terribly surprised. I think I've had the same issue before, but I don't know why it decides that wants to be the default. It's like, come on, there's a dedicated GPU here. The 4090 is now saying it's not connected. Oh dear. I wish I could help you, but I don't know. I can't remember what I had to do with my laptop to fix that. There's definitely a way within it. Can I erase that? Definitely a way within it to fix that, but I don't recall what it was. Okay. Bottom edge, top edge. I have to add the side seams. Should I just do that now? I should probably just do that now. Yeah, probably. At least fast side seam. need it on the other parts? No, I really only just need that here. Oh, okay. You're such a 90s girl listening to Backstreet Boys. I think this is the only one I have on my playlist, but sometimes I just... Don't judge me. It's like the one Backstreet Boys song that sometimes comes and invades my head, and I'm like, oh no, I need to play it. I gotta get it out. So having it on this playlist lets me hear it just often enough to keep it out of my head. Did not totally think this through. I could slice this in half. Not Backstreet's Back. If I get the want to listen to one of those, this is the only one I can really stand to listen a few times, like potentially hear it a few times in a shorter amount of time. Backstreet's Back's like never really totally been my jam. And then the other one that I kind of like, I never remember the name of. So maybe that has something to that indicates how much I like it, but I was never much of a Backstreet Boys person when I was in school. Like we had I think the reason why this one in particular of all of them really sticks with me is because our school show choir, a lot of the time the students in that show choir would just randomly start singing this and it'd be like our warm-up song. All it would take would be one person to start humming it and then it set everybody else off. But I'm not quite into Backstreet Boys enough to add like an entire album. I can't say the word. I don't quite like them enough to add an entire album to it. Or am I thinking? Actually, the other song I'm thinking of, I might actually be an NSYNC song. Yeah, I did like Britney Spears when I was younger, though. And tablet, reorient. Do I need the tablet on? I might be able to get away with not having the tablet on. Just move you aside for now. I'll bring you back if I need you. Ah, that's crooked. Oh yeah, like I was saying, if I still sound a little sniffly here and there, it's probably because I'd watched the finale to Good Omens season 2 and just finished that up 30 minutes before stream, and I've seen the ending to that 3 times now. I cry every single time. God, why did Neil Gaiman? I really thought Neil Gaiman was going to be one of the good ones. Why did he have to get himself do shit to get him to do stuff to warrant a scandal? Because I want Good Omens season 3 so badly, and I want to see how they wrap it up. But at the same time, instead of having a full series, it's just going to be like a 90-minute special now or something like that because of Neil Gaiman and his dumb shenanigans. Man. Okay, so this is if anyone's wondering what I'm doing is I'm being a little pickier than I really need to be, but I'm essentially taping another piece of paper to the side here to be able to add my 1/2-inch seam allowance for the sake of the border that I'll eventually have to put on. I'm not actually gonna, I shouldn't say that, but I'm probably not going to draft the actual border itself, because the actual border itself is just going to be a series of straight lines, and I don't really need to draft that. I should be good enough at what I'm doing that I can just cut it from ruler stuff. I say that. Where's my big ruler? Come here, you. Okay. You know, I thought about. Well, I was thinking about it. If I should do another setup akin to how I set up the pumpkin stream. But even with the table downstairs being larger, I feel like I still kind of prefer the floor. I have more maneuverability around the floor, and I don't have to, like, the table is set really high downstairs. I don't actually know the table presentation to be any better. I might be able to set the cameras up a little better, but... It's just going to be a lot of curling and uncurling paper. As I do this for both sides. Hey Hog, Arts and Crafts, let's go. How's it going? Yeah, let me get you We're doing shout outs the slow way this time. Doing them by hand. There we go. Just got home? Oh, good to hear. Get a chance to unwind a little, relax. I hope you had a good day. At least I hope it wasn't a terrible day. Yeah. I can barely see this line myself. You know, it's kind of funny. I was thinking about it earlier. Semi-joking to myself, being like, man, I really hope people, like on days like this in particular, I'm like, I really hope people are here for my personality and not necessarily for the work, because there is not a whole ton to look at when I'm working like this. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I sympathize. I definitely sympathize. Does your, what is tomorrow? Wednesday? Does Thanksgiving affect your work much? As far as, like, stuff gets crazier or whatever, or things get busier? What do you mean we can see your hands? This is true. You can see my hands, you can see the top of my head. You might occasionally see my face when I have to look up. Princess, what was that? You're off Thursday, that's when Thanksgiving happens. Oh yeah, I wasn't sure. I don't know what kind of, like, work industry you're in, so I wasn't sure if, like, you know, the lead, like grocery stores, for instance. Like, I can only imagine grocery stores on Wednesdays must be insane as people get all of the food stuff they need for Thanksgiving. And then, like, for me, well, Canadian Postal Office is on strike right now. But for me, typically, like, stuff starts ramping up a little bit after Black Friday because shipping. Ew, that didn't line up nicely. Come here, you. Let me try this again. Automotive. Oh, okay. What is peak season on automotive? Oh, right. Right. You sell because you found that deck of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. No, Pokemon cards. You found that deck of Pokemon cards in the back of a BMW that somebody traded in. Right. Automotive. I'd almost forgotten. Summer, eh? Oh, okay. Maybe I shouldn't do that yet. Share my line. This was what people... Why summer? Because road trips, I guess, and people decide they want to, like, upgrade? Or is there something about, like, finances in the summer are better for people generally, and so new car time? I don't know. I've actually never really looked into the automotive industry enough to know what their sale seasons, or the logic behind their sale seasons. Ah, because school is out in trips. Gotcha. I had a feeling, but... Okay, here, hang on. Princess, let me get you your song request. Ooh. What was it again? Hiro... Ooh. Hironosuke Akino Arai. That sounds familiar. Hiro... no, no, Hiru. Hiru. No, it's Suki. Never mind. It looked familiar. It's not what I think it is. Okay. I will play it. Oh, I got it queued, or I have it up. I'll play it after this one. This one ends. Actually, you know what? My feetsies might actually be getting too warm. The room is pretty warm. My toenails aren't. Okay, no, my toenails are fine. Figure I should at least look a little presentable before I start walking into the camera. Because I don't know. Maybe I should be more careful about the foot thing. Definitely not. Let me chat back. What's wrong with your toenails? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have, like, I don't know, I just like to be presentable. So I wanted to make sure I didn't have, like, a ton of, like, sock fluff stuck in my toenails. Or if they were, like, super they're fine. My toenails are fine. I just like to be presentable. Last thing I need is somebody taking a screenshot of my feetsies and being like, gross. Your mono's feet showing is really an issue. Oh no, it's just for like, it's not even in like a visual thing. It's just like, I took my socks off, so, because it's getting too warm to have those fuzzy socks on. So I just didn't want to have like, you know, like toe jam or something in there. I'm not, should I be more concerned? I don't know. But I kind of figure, because people are like, oh, you can't have VTuber feet on stream. And it's like, there's nothing that says you can't. But I think it's also part of it is just the spirit of the law thing in that, like, look, if I walk into the screen barefooted, I highly, highly doubt I'm going to get banned for it because I'm literally just walking into the screen barefooted. It'd be different if I, like, was barefoot and then started, like, trying to suggest something about feet, you know? But no, if you get a glimpse of my toesies, it's just because I've walked through the camera's pathing. Or walk through, like, the visual side of the camera. Oh. Ah. There we go. I keep putting my tape on crooked. People who are into feet confuse me of all parts of the human female body. It's the feet that do it for them. Different folks, different strokes, right? Hey, Green Cat, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to a very different kind of stream from the last time you were here. Welcome to crafting day. I'm working on a quilt design. Currently taping paper for a seam allowance. How are you doing? It's funny, actually. I brought the ears with me, but I don't know how well they'll stay on as I'm like... They didn't stay on very well when I was working on the pumpkin. They probably won't stay on. No, they won't. I can feel them trying to fall already. Any movement I do will probably knock them off. Yeah. Never mind that. It was an idea. Craft days are best days. I guess a good midriff is nice to look at. I am definitely a bit more of a for visually. I have a tendency to lean towards like the what's the term again for like the absolution zone or something like that when it comes to like high socks to like skirt beginning bit with the exposed the Zetai Ryoki, something like that, right? Even like in Final Fantasy, my Vera, whenever I figure out a glamour for her, there's usually one of two of either a little bit of thigh skin or a belly button exposed. It's always one of the two. I'm just like, I have a pattern, I need to stick to it. Good, and you? I'm doing well. I kind of had like I got lucky enough to have a pretty chill work day today and tomorrow. There's some weirdness going on at work, which is essentially like I basically volunteered myself to land myself in a work from home type of position. I really just answered a phone. and it wasn't too busy even. The left one is scuffed up pretty good across the back. Wait, the left what? What's scuffed up? Oh, the ear thing. They've been, yeah, I need to remake them because it's a shiny foam. And I also, these have traveled with me to the East Coast and back. So yeah, they've had some wear and tear. I need to figure out how to do like 3D modeling type of stuff because I'd like to ideally at a point because like I was given a 3D printer by a person who wasn't using theirs anymore. I'd like to 3D print the ears, and then get the LED set up for it. That's the hope, at least. Go back to this playlist. Maybe not Night Bloom right now. Yeah, this will work. I'd like to I'd like to get the ears actually 3D printed and then run LEDs in them and stuff like that. I think it'd be really cool. Thigh high. Well, yeah, the socks are called thigh high, but there's like I can never quite remember what the term is, but there's a term for where like for the bit of exposed skin between the top of the sock and the top edge of the sock and the bottom edge of the skirt or the shorts or whatever the person's wearing. And I think it's called the zetai something. But I can never quite remember. Ooh, I'm crooked again on this. Eye cleavage, not quite, because I guess that's like the squish. But no, this is like the gap, the little gap of skin, and it's like there's like charts. Vacations will soon be more done. Came to say hey. I'm gonna go, yeah, it's good to see you, Cat. Hope you have a good rest of the day, or evening, wherever you are. No, I've had to worry a little bit with the crafting thing, because, like, I've just kind of taken more to doing this work on the floor thing, but, like, and, well, the pumpkin carving, I just straight up had a camera pointed at me, because, like, there's always that sort of concern on the VTuber side of immersion break and all that fun jazz, but admittedly, I don't have the wicked, like, visual whiplash of, like, my hair being a crazy color, and then me not being a crazy color. It's still just black hair. I don't look too terribly, that's a weird line. I don't look too terribly different from my model, to be honest. That's what happens when you're not creative. Or in my case, I knew, I'm like, I could have any hair color in the world. And in the end, I just like the look of having black hair. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, this will make my life easier. Oh, is it? Do I have the music up a little too high? Oh, I can't see it from here. Ooh. Tripping on my own pant leg. Did I up Spotify's audio properties? I might have. My pant legs are too long. I tripped a little. They're like negative 12-ish? Negative 14? Might be a little bit better. The lapel mic as well. Here, let me up that a little. My kind of balancing issue with the lapel mic sometimes is trying to make sure I don't have. Actually, I have a limiter on it, I think. There we go. Little better? Little better. Hopefully I don't peak anything on the lapel mic. I'm pretty sure if the filter's on that it like limits if I hit it at -2, because my concern sometimes is my chin brushes up against it because it's just clipped to the collar of my shirt. there and do some audio adjustments. Hopefully that helps. I think it should help. It looks a little better. It's better? Cool. Okay, that's good. That's good. I have to do it to the other side. Man, how much am I even going to get done tonight? I have no idea. Where's my blue one? Oh, I might as well get these other lines drawn too. No, actually, I got the blue one. This one does nicer lines. Copacabana. I love this song. It's not a happy song, but God, do I ever love this song. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Yellow feathers in her hair and a dress cut down to there. And do the cha-cha. Hey, Demi. I think I see lice. Oh, God, no. So itchy. No. Had each other. Who could ask for more at the Copacabana? How's it going, Demi? At the Copacabana, music and passion. They fell in love. I don't actually know how to... I can't actually picture which one is the cha-cha. He was a diamond. Actually, I want to turn the sound up a little bit because I can't hear it from where I am. And then the punches flew into just who shot who at the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. Copacabana, passion are always the fashion at the Copa. I don't know what it is either. The only dance I can do is the monkey. Woke up after taking a 3-hour nap at noon. Welcome back to the waking world. I don't know why I didn't add this song earlier. I love this song. I don't know what this says about me, but... Like, honestly, I'd have the music turned up higher if not for the fact I was afraid I'd get caught by my microphone. And I just don't want to wear a headset because they'll just start falling off my head and give me a they'll give me a neck ache. She was a showgirl 20 years ago. And it's the disco, but not for Lola. And the dress she used to wear, faded feathers in her hair. She drinks herself half blind. Now she's lost her mind at the Copa. At least you're listening to the real version, not the Minion. There's a Minion version? Do they actually sing in the Minion version? How could you give out the Barry Manilow version? The Copa. Don't fall in love. They sing in Minion gibberish. Oh, that sucks! No offense to your mom, but man! Why would you listen to that version? It is actually the inferior version. No, I remember this, it was really funny because there was 1 year during the convention I helped run during the cosplay contest, and there was a pair of ladies, I think dressed as Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy, and they'd made a sign and stuff like that, and they did a performance to Copacabana, and the skit name for it was called the Copa Batmana, of course. It was great. I loved it. I'm pretty sure they won Best Performance or something that year. just... Do I have my... No, I'll just do it with scissors. I was thinking I might have my paper cutter to just zip the lines real quick, but nah, it's fine. Yeah, Demi, like I was saying, like, nice timing on getting those emotes done. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, one of the people who shares the same... It's kind of weird. I was telling Princess earlier is that the term art sibling, I still don't feel like I can actually use the term art sibling because I'm not using a live 2D model. But kind of, sort of, technically, one of my art siblings, Invictus, he got some toggles made, and the artist user made the post, and it's just taken off. And Invictus is getting follows like hand over fist. Like, I don't know if it's slowed down. The last time I looked, it hadn't slowed down, but he was getting like 100 follows on Twitter at least. He was getting like 100 follows an hour. It just absolutely took off. It was crazy. It was wild to see happen, like in real time. Okay. Flip the whole thing over. Come on, flip. I also need to check if I have to be particularly careful about singing to music with Twitch, because like I have the audio tracks themselves set to not reflect in the VOD, but I don't know if actual singing itself is enough to get it flagged, because I'd have sworn I've accidentally gotten something flagged because I sang a little bit too much of something. I could be wrong. Maybe it was coincidence. I have no idea. You think it's the design for Invictus? Oh yeah, I don't think it's inherently the toggles by itself, but I think a little bit of everything. The toggle, the caption, his design. Cause like, well it's I know other people have done what is the meme? It's like the fat bastard character. I've seen a couple other people who have like made that, but I don't feel like I've really seen anybody like legitimately run that as a model, and VTubers generally are made to be so cute or so pretty or so cool. So yeah, Invictus's design is just different. It is a lot of fun though. Laptop's still doing the thing. Oh, that's so weird. Has it only just started doing that today? Was it doing that before? Because, like, I know you were having issues if it would randomly just reset on you, but I don't remember hearing you having any issues about it connecting to the display correctly. But no, yeah, I mean, I guess that is the way to put it. It's like, it is, I think the design is great, but it is like an ugly design. Intentionally so. Hey, Globe! Random restart, it's been since day 2. Oh, he's called the ugly bastard. Oh, okay. More craft stuff. Yeah, how's it going? Do I need more pencil lead? I might need more pencil lead. I'm working on a quilt design. I'm slowly putting seam allowances into things right now. It's, I feel like, yeah, I was saying earlier, on crafting days like this, you're a little bit more here just to see me crawl across a floor than to see anything happening on the paper, because I'm working fine line pencil on white paper. The camera doesn't really pick it up. How you doing, Globe? As I borderline eat the microphone right now. Where's the line? It's so faint I can barely see it, and I'm looking at it in person. Vapor of our love. Here we are, not turn away now. Does it need vine booms? For what? The song? Can't see my own lines. You need one of those pop star ear mics. There's, like, I know there's setups like that that are possible. Or like, I don't know, like a Bluetooth? Honestly, what I really should be doing, is I should be wearing a more form-fitting shirt. Because the large part of the issue is that if I'm wearing a slightly better, like I changed shirts before I started. Because I knew the shirt I was wearing at the time would be too loose and that mic would just dangle everywhere. But what I should really be doing is wearing a shirt that fits better, that doesn't have enough room to hang around my neck when I'm leaning over something. And then I wouldn't have to worry about trying to eat the microphone. Or yes, I need one of those, but I don't want to wear the pack for that. I performed in show choir stuff, and it's like you wear a battery pack on your back and then have the earpiece with the microphone sticking in front. I don't really want to wear a battery pack. Vine booms are startling me. Oh, I see. I feel like I don't startle that easily, though. Hey, Bob! Hang on a second. Mobile does not let me read the entire thing. Where's my tab? Actually, no. Just look at it on the screen. What does that say? Sorry if it's been said before. Definitely says quit. You know, it's funny because it has not been said. Did it mean I mistyped it twice? It means I mistyped it twice. There we go. Thank you for pointing it out. I fixed it. It's funny because yeah, I definitely remember thinking, oh, I've accidentally typed quit instead of quilt, and then thought I fixed it. Apparently, I just fixed it incorrectly all over again. There we go. Thank you. It's repaired. Popstar mics still use a big battery, don't they? I thought maybe they don't. Mind you. I haven't exactly kept up with the latest and greatest of technology. We're probably past that point of it really, really needing a battery pack. But I've always been used to the singing and dancing sets needing, wireless transmitting battery packs to, a big thing. At least that's what we were doing when I was in the show choir. Both when I was, because I started as the tech person to help run tech, and then joined as an actual member because they needed more voices. Funny enough, they needed more voices in the male side. And I get my voice registry down low enough to sing into the tenor line, so. What are you doing? This is the first stream of yours I've watched. Oh, hey, Matthew. I am working on a quilt design today. Right now I'm putting the seam allowances in, so I can't remember, actually, no, you said this is the first time watching. I usually do a mix of gaming crafting things. So this week, for instance, I'm working quilt design stuff today, and then Friday I'm gonna try To the Moon and see if it makes me cry like a baby, because I'm terrible for not being able to cry to video games. And then mix it up. What is going on? That's really late. I hear that train sound. And then what was I saying? Yeah, and then Saturday I'll be doing Call to the Lamb stuff. Mix it up. What gives? You stop that. That train is incredibly, incredibly late. I don't know what's with the programming on that. There's no reason it should be going that late. Strange. Refresh the cache. Get out of here. You graduated over a decade ago. This is true. This is true. I forget they use mini Bluetooth batteries. Yeah, it's fair. It's probably upgraded, but I don't know, because I was looking at wireless lapel mics and stuff like that, and there were definitely still ones that the lapel mics and battery packs, and there were definitely still ones that required a battery pack in them. I guess this is the advantage to me using the tablet for chat, is I get a little bit more detail and a little bit more stuff to see. But yeah, welcome in, Matthew. Nice seeing you. Congrats on oh yes, you were one of the polls on the gift subs. So enjoy the emotes. There's a lot of rabbits. But yeah, like I was saying, I do mix of crafting gaming. Today's a crafting day. Man, you guys are old. Gecko, I don't think you're much younger than me. Globe, thank you for the hydrate. I'm still working through my latte. Good. Okay. I'll work off the tablet for chat. It works a little better than mobile Twitch, because mobile Twitch is still a little bit of a hot mess. Okay. Where was I? Do I have to draw that line still? No, I drew that line. I'm still taping. How's it going, Gecko? You're not playing... Wait, do you play Titanfall? I can't remember. Don't pay too much attention to the details. Come on, tablet. I know you're old, but, like, work with me a little here. There we go. Still shocked you're older than me. I'm too used to being the old woman in communities. Alright, because I beat you out by, like, what? What was that? A month or something? You got snow? Oh, God. Oh, I feel bad for your letter carriers who are on strike. We've got people on the picket line here, but, like, at least it's just wet. Stay hydrated. Thank you. That goes for everybody. Liquid important. Come on, paper. Play nice with me. Get that eyelash out of the way. Surprisingly close with that guess. Didn't you tell me? And I've forgotten. I thought we weren't too far off as far as the months went. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else that was also about the same age and then only like a month or two off of me. Hey Matthew, thank you for the follow. It's nice to have you. I don't think I ever told you our age gap, but I may have. I feel like you did. God, Jon Snow from Hot. So, Gecko, how much snow have you got there? I sometimes do this and I feel like I should be playing pool or something, the way I lean over stuff. Is it a lot of... Did you get a lot of snow? Is it a manageable amount? Is it like a fuck you, you're not going anywhere type of amount? Not much, like 15 centimeters. Oh, okay, that's not bad. You see, but at least you live in a part of the country that's like, yep, snow is definitely going to be a thing. We know how to handle it. I live in the part of the country that's so temperate that we're like, snow, oh God, there's like an inch on the floor. Shut everything down. We are babies on the West Coast when it comes to weather. Still too humid here, so it's melting. Ah, I gotcha. I'm 10 weeks older than you. It is funny though. Most people assume I'm much younger than I am. Like much younger than I am. Oh, so it's just gonna melt and then it's nighttime and it's gonna freeze, isn't it? And then you're gonna have lovely ice slicks everywhere. Great. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what's the youngest. I think the youngest somebody tried to guess me at was at like 19 or 20. And I'm like, oh, my friend. At least in my head. I don't think I corrected them, but I was like, oh, you were incredibly off the mark. Oh, good luck, Echo. I hope you don't... Do you have to go outside much? Hopefully not, but... I'm not looking forward to the, well, we get, like I said, the city I'm in does not know how to handle snow. We just shut everything down. But well, maybe I don't like the snow as much because of the work that I have to do, and I'm not just a child anymore who can be like, yeah, snow day. Now I'm like, oh shit, the mail hasn't gone out for 4 days and I gotta figure out how to get everything cut up. Oh, I think there's a cat trying to... No, I can't have you in here. This is a cat-free zone tonight. Or at least for now, until I get some of this paper out of the way. You're just 17, season 2 or 3. I've been 25 since I'm 16. So the baby's out. Maybe in a bit, once I can get this half of the paper kind of taken away, perhaps. Like, maybe after the first commercial break. I'll start letting them in. Because they're just gonna walk all over my pattern. Careful, Demi. I think there's been a more active thing of, like, getting stuff, of people getting bopped for that. At least from what I heard. Like, even in jest, I think or at least for a little bit there, I saw screenshots of people getting bopped for that. I can't say anything anymore. Include the babies in the pattern. Not for what I'm doing. No cats in this one. There's always probably a little bit of cat probably in every project I do because there's just no avoiding that. Cat fur gets everywhere. Man, not being hostile nowadays. Yeah, like damn it, you've just started streaming again. Just I don't want to necessarily censor you, but I'd be a little bit careful on that because there was actually a change in the terms and conditions or the terms of services about the whole joking about being a minor. Like it's in there. Okay. There go all your Ben Stiller impressions. Twitch staff actually said they're cracking down on the 12-year-old thing. Yeah, there was an actual thing about it. It's not quite just the scaremonger thing. I don't know to what degree it is of like if there are bots. Do they have bots that flag for that sort of thing automatically, or does it have to be that somebody reports it? I don't know. Either way, I wouldn't chance it. How am I supposed to get you to finish my free doodles otherwise if you disappear? Speaking of, anybody's not already following Demi. Demi has started streaming again. Demi does really cheap doodle redeems. Just saying. You feel sorry for all the miners. I wonder if there is anybody that live streams like quarry mining. I'm a little curious. Ah, there's my reminder that the pre-rolls are back on. So it means I've been working at this an hour already. I am not very fast. The quilting project is going to be one of those things because I'm trying to get this done within a certain-ish time frame. This is probably one of those projects where I will work on it on stream, but I won't work on it exclusively on stream because I'd take forever to get it done if I had to do that. It's just one of those things I've had to accept that most of my crafting projects, especially they've got a deadline, or most of my sewing projects very specifically, will probably have some sort of deadline on them, which means I can't do all the work on stream. It takes too long. Because I am not very fast, and then being on stream makes everything that little bit slower. Because I get distracted very easily, and I talk a lot. 1:10:10? Huh? Wait, Princess, what's 1:10:10? Like, I guess it's a timestamp, but what's up with 10:10? My uptime. Oh, I see. Yeah, it checks out. So pre-rolls, essentially, the notification of like, hey, your pre-rolls are back on, is because when the ads run, which is why you should try to do them at the beginning break screen, so they don't really interrupt too many people. When the ads run, they turn pre-rolls off for an hour. I don't usually run the ads immediately. I usually run them a few minutes past the start time. So then, yeah, it's usually about an hour. And yeah, thereabouts like an hour 7 to an hour 10 as to when the pre-rolls come back on. That checks out. Whoop. Okay, I'll cut you out. Gonna look while I eat? Yeah, have a good dinner, Hawk. Bunny toes. Scandalous, very. Oh, so, a funny thing, which may or may not make Demi bang his head against the wall. Or against a rock, since he likes to do mining with a shark, as he said. I kind of forgot that rabbits don't have toe beans. And several of the emotes, not that I'd want them changed, but I realized that several of the emotes, we have toe beans in the emotes, and rabbits don't have that. They just have a lot of fluffy feet. But I think toe beans make it cuter. I know I asked them specifically. I also totally forgot that rabbits technically don't have them, but I think they look cuter with the toe beans. Because otherwise it'd just be an expansive white. Did you know rabbits don't have toe beans? I forgot at the time. I knew that information at one point in my life, but not while we were doing the emote work. Rabbits don't have toe beans, even tarantulas have toe beans. Yeah, rabbits don't have toe beans. Go for it. Google it. If you, I guess like you could shave the fluff off of their fur, I suppose, or shave like the fluff off of their toes, and like they'll have I think like around the, I can't believe I'm using my own foot as an example. Around the ankles and stuff like that, they may have a little bit of a bald patch where like their foot has been rubbing against something a lot. Like one of my cats kind of has that around like where the ankle-ish area would be. They may have a little bald patch there which kind of looks like a bean, but they don't have them. They're just a lot of foot fluff. Not a lore accurate bunny. I'm sorry. Don't hate me. But no, the emotes I think look cuter with the beans. They're just touch capacitor sensors or something. Let's go with that. Also, I think a lot of, like, I've seen enough rabbit VTubers, and a few of them have, like, rabbit stand-in things or emotes or stickers or whatever. A lot of people have toe beans in theirs, so I think a lot of people don't realize that rabbits don't have them. This revelation upsets me. I'm sorry. Ruining bunnies for everybody. I always thought it was, like, I knew that tarantulas had them. I always thought it was a little bit funny that tarantulas have them. But yeah, just fluffy bunny feet. That was an incredibly awkward cut for me. That was weird. I'm gonna go traumatize Rye by posting tarantula toe beans. Oh, be nice to Rye. Like, Rye's got a serious phobia when it comes to spiders. Or anything that's a little too spidery looking. Like, it is, like, there's some people who are uncomfortable with spiders. Kind of scared. Like, Rye is very arachnophobic. Try not to bully him too much. Like, I think some can be cute. Like, I don't particularly like spiders. I'll deal with them. If they're in my house, I'm like, or in a web, I'm like, you better stay in your corner. I'm like, you stay in your corner, we're cool. But once you try to get a little bit too close to my bed, You're going outside. It's mostly a furry thing, from what you've realized. Oh, like the rabbits having toe beans is mostly a furry thing? Ah, interesting. I wonder if it's truly like everyone's like, yeah, this is just what we're gonna do, or if other people also just don't realize that they don't have beans. The spiders are cool, no problem. I just don't want them. I don't want any particular small thing too close to my bed when I have to go to sleep at night. I'm like, I don't know where this thing is gonna go. I also don't want to wake up with it next to my pillow. I've definitely squished a spider before because it snuck up on me basically, and like was on the pillow next to me, and reflexively I just grabbed the closest thing and squished it, and it was like, oh, I apologized to the dead spider, and then went, god damn it, and I now have to clean all the squish off of this pillow. It's not a good time for either of us if I get startled by a spider in bed. It's most likely a case of folks not realizing the toe thing. It reminds you a few days ago you had a spider crawling on her at night. Oh no. I want a pair of sapphire tarantulas. What are sapphire tarantulas? Okay, side seam, bottom, top. Okay, yeah, I can cut this. Draw that line first and then cut this. Where's my pen and ruler? There we go. I'll DM you? Okay, sounds good. Like, you can throw it in, like, the Discord. I just, for the sake of a few people, I just put a spoiler tag over it and be like, warning, spider. Because I know we've got a few, like, kind of spider aficionados in the Discord who I think would be interested in seeing it. Yeah. But there's a couple who will be like, I may accidentally throw my phone if I get startled by a spider upon opening the app. Let's see. My phone is dying. I should plug this in. Where's my cable? Whoop. Oh, ankle. Ooh, those are really, really vibrant. I wouldn't want one as a pet myself, but dang, they are vibrant. Okay, let me, just in case I need it, plug myself in it. I really don't like spiders that are within jumping distance of me. That's basically my situation too. I'm like, you stay over there, and I'll stay over here, and we'll be good. Don't get too close to me. Most docile old world tarantulas we know of. Oh, neat. Still, not gonna be my pet of choice. Because you have to be quite gentle with tarantulas too, don't you? Handle them a little bit funny, or flip them on their back or something, and they can get injured or die or something like that. I've always kind of preferred a pet that I can scruff up a little, if that makes sense. Like, I bully my cats a little bit, One of them just flops over. I can just push him over. You go, just push him because he just flops, and then I just, like, go to town rubbing his belly, and he kind of just sits there and takes it. And I can't really do that with a spider. You're not recommended to actively handle spiders. Ah, okay. Like a rat. I do like rats. My trouble with rats is their lifespan. I don't know if I could do rats because of how short-lived they are. I'd get attached, and I'd be like, look, they're so smart, they're so sweet, they've done that, they've learned these tricks, and then the time is just too short for me. I wouldn't necessarily want something like a turtle either that will, like, outlive me. I don't want to have to figure out how to bequeath an animal to another person. Yeah, cats and dogs are kind of my happy spot. Rats, I'm getting me mallet. But rats can be so sweet. Rats can be so sweet and so smart. And yeah, if they were a little bit longer lived, I may actually consider, but I can't do it at only 2 years-ish. I know, Demi, you're actually not the only person I know who's got pet rats, and one fellow I know unfortunately had to say goodbye to one of his two like 3 weeks ago. Disease vermin. We're not quite in Black Plague times anymore. Well, funnily enough, on that note, if you want a place like literally with no rats, Princeps, Alberta. Like, no joke. Alberta actually has, with the exception, I think, perhaps of some universities or some places that use it for study, Alberta actually has no rats. Luca! Hey! Hang on a second. Let me get you... Thingy. Oh, okay. The fog is coming. Sorry, I've got some bot stuff set up. I think it hit Jim before it hit you. Why does it hit people first? I thought I gave it a pause. Hang on. I'm not ignoring you. I'm gonna get the shout out, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it on mobile. How's it going, Raiders? How's it going? Lord. Why is this not working? LORDE _ I can spell Luca's name. Right? Yeah, I can spell Luca's name. The fog is coming. The dog is coming. Did you get the dog? Did you get the dog ending in Silent Hill? Were you playing Silent Hill and got the dog ending? I'll get you a more proper shout out in a moment here. But how's it going? Welcome to Crafting Night. For those of you who may not have met me before, my name is L.Y.K.A.I.O.S. I'm a variety VTuber. I do a mix of crafting and gaming things. Currently on a crafting day, which is why I'm sitting on the floor. Because I'm working on a quilt, and the quilt is like 4.5. Okay, it's gonna be like 54 inches by like 75 inches or something like that when I'm done with it. It's too big for me to work at a table. So floor it is. So don't like fuss spiders, huh? No. I can be okay with spiders. I don't want them too close to me. I don't want them in like crawling on my bed sort of vicinity. If they want to hang out in the corner and eat the flies or whatever little bugs may crop up, that's totally fine. But stay away from my bed. Give us a thumbs up. Double even. Close to the dog ending? Okay. Oh, that sounds... What... I can't remember. I think I'm getting it mixed up. What is the... Assuming you know, what is the dog ending in Silent Hill 2? When I hear dog ending, I think I'm picturing Metal Gear Solid, perhaps? Or am I thinking of Silent Hill? Where there's like a Shiba Inu that's just like running all of these surveillance cameras, and that you just find that out and the game ends. And I don't know if that's the Silent Hill dog ending, or if I'm getting it mixed up with the Metal Gear Solid dog ending. Or perhaps something entirely different. But yes, welcome everybody. I hope stream went well for you. You walk into control type room, Ashiba's controlling everything. It's the only cutscene that's in chat. Oh, so that it is Silent Hill that does that. Oh my gosh, yeah, because I remember seeing a video of it, like for the original, I think, Silent Hill. I didn't know that it's the only cutscene in Japanese though. That's funny, because doesn't it like the credits roll with some really, really silly music or something like that? I've never actually played Silent Hill, like any of them. I just know of some of the weirdness that's happened. Yeah, perfect. Close to dog. So next stream then, probably. How many of the endings have you gotten so far? Oh, with the dog barking over the song. Oh right, there's an alien abduction ending. Oh my gosh. Did you ever play the original, Luca? Like, is this just revisiting Silent Hill for you, having played the original? I gotta be careful about this glass. I gotta remember to be careful about this glass. I don't know how load-bearing it can be. Only one, but your current playthrough aiming not that 3. Oh, nice. Oh, you played the OG. Oh, okay. So, how are you liking the remake compared to the OG? I don't know how much has changed. I don't know how much you remember if it's been a really long time or something. But like, well, actually, you've been like Silent Hill pilled like since it came out, so I'm gonna guess you're liking it a lot. Has there been many differences though, from the original to here? Is it a pretty faithful remake? Okay, top seam, side seam, bottom seam. So I think I can start slicing everything else up. How do I want to do this? I don't really know. But I think I can start. Okay, I should actually probably extend the lines first, and then start slicing everything else up. It's really good. There are changes all over the place, but they're good changes. Oh, okay, that's good to hear. I'm glad that they handled your remake nicely. Just I hear about like, I feel like I hear about just enough games where the remake is like so disappointing. Because that was me in Crystal Chronicles. So like when I heard Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles from the GameCube was getting a remake and it was going to have like online compatibility and like cross-platform, and I was so excited. I was so excited, you have no idea. And then Crystal Chronicles remake came out and the online connectivity, the one thing they had to get right, they botched it. Because instead of making like you'd make a party, you'd finish a dungeon, it'd automatically disband, and the progress for the game would only go to the one party lead. So if you were trying to play with like a set group of friends, you'd have to run that dungeon 4 times to get everybody caught up and remake the party every single time. And it was just like it was so tedious and so bad that unfortunately it just kind of overshadowed like everything else. They added voice acting, they upgraded the graphics, but the way that you had to progress playing in a group, which was the main draw, just like tanked that game. I was so disappointed about that. On the toe beans thing, male tarantulas actually have bigger toe beans because they have a split in the exoskeleton during adolescence, so they have bigger feet. They have a split in the Why? What's the purpose? Also, are male tarantulas usually the bigger of the two between male and female? I just don't know why. I thought the female ones were usually bigger. I guess the male ones could just have bigger feet. It's all the better to get away from the female after mating before they try to eat them or something, I guess. Ooh, Pipo said, yeah, I know. I was like, I can't believe they've done this to my baby. Males are smaller, bigger feet. Oh, okay then. Something, you know what they say about big feet? That probably applies somewhere within a fandom for spiders. Oh yeah, but Luca, like I talk a lot, but if you got stuff to take care of, because it's like what? Can I math? It's like what? Mid-afternoon for you? 2-ish? 1-ish? Time zones. Time zones and daylight savings time. But if you got stuff you got to take care of, don't let me keep you too long. If you got to bounce, please do so. But otherwise, if you want to hang out and just talk to me as I sit on the floor, the company's appreciated. It is too. How did you know? I try to keep a good mind for time zones in general for people. I just my sense of time zone was a little bit wobbly for Australia, for instance, because Australia's got multiple time zones, and then Australia's daylight savings time happens at a different time from Canada's daylight savings time. So I'm usually within an hour or something for Australia time, but I try to keep people's general time zones in mind. I don't know. I have a small I have a small not a thrill, but I just like being able to properly greet people with good morning, good afternoon, good evening, you know? I don't say good night as often, if only because it sounds a little bit weird, because good night is so often used as a farewell. Oh, I love this song. They like to have company. With the species he showed you. Oh, they're communal. They don't eat the males. Oh, interesting. And a whole colony of them going. I'll still pass, but I think it's cool, but I'll still pass. Come on, paper. Don't scrunch on me. I just want to draw my lines. There are lines on the floor. I wish to be the one to draw them. Yeah, I try to keep a general sense of people's time zones. politeness, a flex, I don't know. Actually, no, a little bit of it's just a memory thing. So much of my work involves having to remember details, like somewhat shallow details, but of a lot of people. So it kind of just transfers it over to streaming to a degree. Okay, those ones are done. Those ones are done. And those are good. Okay, I think I can actually start slicing. Time zones mean nothing to you. Mind you, I also don't try to make other people do the math on time zones, which is why so often for my, it's why so often for stuff that I post to Discord and things, I schedule things, I throw a converter in there because I'm like, there's people all over the world. I'm not going to try to make everybody try to convert from PTD, or PDT, PST. I'm like, I'll just throw a converter in. Okay. Side, top, bottom. And then I just gotta do all the side seams on these bits of the radials. Yeah, okay. Central time is best time. If Central time is best time, why are so many events or things done in EST or PST? Unfortunately, I am admittedly kind of useless when someone tries to do time zones in like the really proper time zones of like GMT -8 or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking. Like I know what you're talking about, but I'm like, I don't know what time it is when you give it to me that way. Mind you, once we start going further into like, I've cut that a little bit too far over. Not a ton too far over, but just enough. Actually, no, I'm going to add a seam allowance anyway. Does it matter that much? No, actually, no, it doesn't matter. I'm about to add a seam allowance anyway. I go a little bit wibbly-wobbly once we, like, kind of hit Middle Eastern, Eurasia area. Like, I'm good for the UK. I'm good for Europe. I have a general sense of Australia. But, like, you try to put me into, like, Russia or China and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know. I think part of it is because I just don't really have people I know in Russia, for instance. And also, same thing, country gigantic, many time zone. And I'm like, I don't know. It's about this somewhere over there. No. I guess I could base it roughly off of Australia if I figure out where that lines up. Okay, so these are the sun and the sky radials to be cut. Oh, I will probably, how long have I been here? An hour 34. I will probably have us go on break in a little bit here, if only to give my backs and legs a stretch. Did I say backs plural? I don't know. But either way, just to stretch my back out and stretch my legs out, because I'm sitting in, this is terrible posture, what I'm doing right now. Folks in Mountain Time are weird. You blame the drugs? What does Mountain Time have to do with drugs? Multiple backs, back to back. That's gonna be Saturday for me. Back to back streaming. I don't know. I might come to regret it. Maybe I'll cancel. I have no idea. I'll see if I can do it and I'm just not too tired. Because, yeah, I'm supposed to play Cult of the Lamb at noon PT. And then I'm supposed to join V on his channel for a Cult of Cthulhu thing 6 hours later. We'll see. Colorado. Yeah, but what does Colorado have to do with drugs? I don't know the U.S. I only kind of know the parts of U.S. that I visited, and Colorado is not one of them. I don't know what Colorado's got to do with drugs. There's too many states, okay? Why can't you be like us, up north? 13. There's only 13. 3 of them go largely unmentioned. They're north, and not a lot of people live there. They're like the first state to legalize drugs. Oh, I see. Sweet home Colorado. Like, all drugs? Most drugs? Are they just like the Netherlands of the USA? I should go there soon. Mountain time, so like what, a third of the way across the continent from the west side? Ish. Hey, Demi, do you actually have family in Colorado? Or is it just for drugs? What? Come on, I just need to draw this line in here. I just need it as a guideline for me. Okay. I start taking this paper down from being absolutely unwieldy to only mildly unwieldy. I thought Princess meant Oregon. Where did you get Oregon from? Too many states to restore Louisiana. Wait, is Louisiana not its own state? My US geography is terrible, okay? Is Louisiana not its own state? I don't want to go that far from the water. That's fair. Sharks gotta stay wet, right? Bring a little pool with you. They'll fix it, right? Louisiana would. Oh, that's what you mean by restore Louisiana to its former glory of being like half of the frickin' country. Okay. The famous Louisiana Purchase, or so I assume. Oui, vive la France. Good thing Mapno's not here. The most anti-French person I know. Not really, but jokingly, the most anti-French person I know. Oh. France or Gecko? Who's worse for it, Gecko? You or Mapno? Who dislikes France more? I can't actually remember why Gecko. I can't remember why Mapno doesn't like France. Like, it is mostly a tongue-in-cheek joke, but I can't remember why it's a tongue-in-cheek joke. Okay. That title will be you. Gecko, frickin' French, can't stand them, surrounded by French language all day. I guess the West French. I'm spicy French. I'm like honorary West French. I have no French heritage in my bloodline, as far as I'm aware. I just studied the language. I've studied the language and I've visited the country, and yeah. Okay, maybe I'll take to this corner and then take this corner and then put us to the gaming chat guest game screen. Take a small stretch break. You see why I've had to number all these pieces now, though? Because, yeah, I gotta take everything apart, and then add to it, and then put it all back together again later. Quebec and French talk shit to each other since the dawn of time. We don't remember who took the shot first. There was this guy at the Final Fantasy convention that I went to a couple weekends ago, and he was like, he's from the UK, he's living in Canada, but like, man, that dude just kept taking shots at the Quebecois. Just like constantly, in that very sardonic British way. Might have overdone it a little bit, but I don't think anybody actually got offended. But man, he just kept taking shots at Quebec and people from Quebec. And like, so some people would like go up for the, it was kind of funny because some people just played into it. Some people went up for like the cosplay parade or like when introducing themselves and their character, and they'd be like, "Hi, I'm so and so cosplay. I'm from Quebec." Detroit Become Human soundtrack. Oh, you know it. I've got I have Connor's like Suite of the Arcade. Okay, it's weird. It says that this is called Connor main theme, but I'd have sworn that this piece of music used to be called the Suite of the L.K.A.I.O.S. I'd have sworn it was called the Suite of the L.K.A.I.O.S. Anyway, I've got Connor's theme on here. I've got Kara's theme on here. Marcus's didn't quite jive with me enough. I had it on for a little bit and then took it off because I was like, I don't really feel like listening to it. Like, I will listen to Connor's and Kara's like every time, but sorry, Marcus. That's a way cooler. I'd have sworn, unless maybe that's what they call it on like on the game disc, because you could listen to the music on the game disc, and I'd have sworn that there was a title somewhere called the Suite of the L.K.A.I.O.S. And not just, and maybe Spotify just called it Connor main theme. I don't know. Okay, that top half and corner's done. Okay, I'm gonna move us over to the other screen. I will get the chat guest game set up, put us on ad break. Oh, give my everything a stretch. Oh my gosh. Oh. Marcus Plyer. Take shots to the Cajuns and you'll throw a gator through your window. Yeah, it was funny, yeah, the Quebec thing, yeah, because there are several people who are like, I'm from Quebec, just to like stick it to this dude. Okay, what was I saying? Other screen, the Be Right Back gaming screen. We can leave the music playing for it. Is this playing all right? Yeah, it's playing nice. Yep, I think most of you probably know the game here. Screenshots from games are gonna whoosh around on the screen. You can guess in the chat as to what game is popped up, and you just type it in there. It has a little bit of forgiveness when it comes to spelling mistakes, usually by like a letter, sometimes two. But yeah, we can do a few rounds of this, and then. But yeah, I'm gonna disappear and take a quick walk, stretch, bathroom break. But you know, I also encourage anybody else who has to get up and stretch your legs and stuff. Please do so. Okay, I will see you all shortly. See you in a bit.
You win. Chat guess. Games? Chat guess. Games? You win. Chat guess. Games? You win. Chat guess. Games? You win. Chat guess. Games? You win.
That screenshot with the hand in it, was that just a picture of somebody's actual hand, or was that actually game footage?
Games?
Also, welcome back, everybody. I'm just, I'm stuffing a little bit of food in my face. So, I'll try not to chew too loudly. How's the game going? It was someone taking a picture of their screen. That's kind of weird. Okay, that's kind of weird. Wonder if that is intentional to have someone take a picture of their screen for the screenshot? I'll have to go through the book, because the person is pretty active on their Discord about weird mistakes, or like, oh, such and such game has the title showing in the images. Accuracy, penetration, defenses. Well, that menu kind of reminds me of a Larian game, but I don't think it's a Larian game.
Lose.
Dead. Oh, it's Pillars of Eternity. Ah.
Chat guess.
Gecko, are you serious? You've never heard of Pillars of Eternity before?
Games?
This one might be Splunky. Maybe. $2012? Oh, maybe it's not Splunky.
You win.
Hey! Never mind, I was right. My god, that's a 2012 game?
Chat guess. Games?
This looks like almost N64 PS2. Oh, a Yoshi game? No, a Kirby game. It's a Kirby game. That star gotta be a Kirby thing. Maybe. Maybe. 2014.
Win.
Kirby Triple Deluxe. Okay, you said 64. See, like I said, this thing is quite forgiving.
Chat guess. Games?
There's a retro category too, but I have a tendency to forget to turn that one on. Okay. Wait, we'll finish up this round. We'll do one more round, and then I'll switch us back over to the other screen. Heroes of Might and Magic 4: The Gathering Storm. Oh, nice job. Oh, did I not take Heroes of Might and Magic first?
Games?
Or did you take both of them really quick? Not too sure. Oh, this one looks familiar. Is that a Dragon Quest game? No. Maybe not. Oh, Windows only. Never mind. It's probably not as familiar as I think it is.
You win.
Ragnarok Online. Nice job. Nice job. I never played Ragnarok Online. How's our leaderboard looking? Ignore me. I don't count. We got Princess pulling up with 8. You only played for 6 years. Demi's hooking in a 5. Nice job. Got a few other 3, 2, 1s in there. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, let me put this away. Back over. Wow, where am I doing? I'm going here. Whew. Six years of Ragnarok Online. Was it good? Did you play for 6 years because you liked it? Or did you play for 6 years because of like, you know, sometimes it's just sunk costs and you're like, I can't stop playing this. I'm in this deep already. The only really online-ish type game I played was community online-ish type game. There was Neopets, and then there was World of Warcraft, and then Final Fantasy, and those have kind of really been the only ones I've played. I wasn't a MapleStory person. I wasn't a Ragnarok person. I can't remember why. I just never did end up being so. You liked it. Your computer couldn't handle 12. 12? 11? Do you mean 11? Because if we're talking MMOs, yeah, 11 was the MMO. 12 was the PlayStation thing. Unless you've just, like, jumped to 12 for some reason. Tried Warcraft in 14, never really got into it. How come, Gecko? Like, MMOs aren't for everybody. Totally get that. Do you remember, like, what was it that you didn't really like about them? Besides perhaps the fact that you have to pay a monthly subscription? You used to play ZOMG. I don't know what that is. Zombie something, if I had to guess? Z's usually stand for zombies when it comes to video games, right? I'm generalizing here, but I feel like it's a safe generalization. Oh, it was Gala Online's MMO. Okay, never mind then. Perhaps, I guess I was wrong. The generalization was not general this time. Yeah, well, I played Warcraft. I played Warcraft enough, and then like I started university, and then had to stop. Hey, Sarah, how's it go? This way. Hi. Hope you're having a good evening. Congratulations again on the good plant find. Not interactive enough, if you get what I'm saying. I guess it depends. Like, if you interaction with the game, I can kind of get that. Interaction with people, I'd have to disagree because there's so many people. There's so many ways you could go about things. But yeah, if it's like you want a game interaction, then yeah, Final Fantasy is very like, here's the storyline, go do it. But mind you, Final Fantasy also has a lot of branching. Like you don't want to do any of this crazy hardcore fighting stuff. Fine, you can do all of this crafting stuff. You can go fishing. You can go build an island. Do what you want. More the game than the people. Gotcha. You're all out on the porch playing Mario Kart, cooking hot dogs in the fire pit. Just thought I'd hop in and wave. Oh, that sounds nice. The last dredge before all of winter sets in, huh? Did you win at Mario Kart? You know, it's kind of funny actually. Speaking of hot dogs, so the story from like childhood me is I remember the first time I went camping with like a summer camp group, and it was like hot dogs over the fire, but like I didn't like it when the hot dogs got like boils on them, like when they started, like the skin would boil and get almost like a pimple looking thing on it. I wouldn't eat the hot dog then. So I'd like, as a kid, I remember I would rotate mine like too often probably, so it didn't cook that great, and people were like, no, you just stick it in the fire. But I was like, yeah, but it looks gross after. And then I'd refuse to eat it. You got second place in, oh, party. Wait, party? Card? Either way. This is Texas like a winter's 2 weeks, 2 weeks long in February. That's fair. But I guess like the last rage before I don't know, cold enough that people don't want to go outside hits. Like Xana will go outside regardless of the weather, but like I think Xana was saying the other day that like it was cold enough that Xana's happy as a clam walking around in like shorts and t-shirt or whatever, and their brother is like bundled up because they're like, you're crazy. Yo, you're moving from party to cart right now. Ah, I see. Good luck. Was it the new Mario Party? What's it called? Jamboree or something like that? My roommate got it quite recently. I heard his partner complaining about the fact that the partner was winning, and then roommate suddenly like got into surprise stars and then went from last place to first place. Snooze Yankee propaganda. And just move it all up here. Just send it all to Gecko. It snows fentanyl in Seattle. Is Seattle still having that problem? We had quite a problem with that up here too for a while. A couple of ladies started asking if you were okay because you're just wearing shorts and cut off tee in the cooler weather. Yeah, because well, actually, no, I wouldn't be looking at you funny in the context of up here, but considering what your temperature range is like down there, yeah, I can totally understand why people would be like, are you, like, looking at you as if you've grown a second head or something. Just be like, look, I run hot, okay? And Gecko, we have to send it to you. I don't want all the snow. Liquid cooling. Where's my tea? Ugh. Oh, my leggies. This is my stretch right now, by the way. Can alert kick your little bro's ass. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Throw a blue shell at them. Okay. Back to the floor. Fentanyl rain? What makes you think I won't be first at all times? Oh, you mean you're not the type who like bad manners sometimes and like puts himself in a far back place just to troll their friend and then immediately whooshes up to first place? I have such faith in your skills, Anna, that I think that you know how to rubber band yourself from last place to first place in a planned method. That's it. So you throw a blue shell, you make them mad, and you go, haha, sucker, and then win the whole race. And then they'll be like, I'm never playing with you again. I'm trying to remember, I used to have it. What game was it? I had people that were like, I'm never playing this game with you again. You just blew yourself. Poor Tobias. Actually, I think for me it was a card game. I remember Speed, that card game Speed. People would be like, I'm never playing this game with you again. I was like, come on, I just want to play with somebody, please. V refuses to play air hockey with me, for instance. I'm way too competitive for those types of games. I have to accept that I'm just not very good at Mario Kart. You know, there is a break button. I never use it. I probably should in places. Like, I'm sure the best karters in the world do use the brake button in strategic places. I don't. I just hold the acceleration button the whole time. Also, your luck is freaking bad. Well, yeah, Mario Party, in fairness, is like... Well, I think you can turn off the randomization for, like, the stars that will randomly crop up that you can get out of boxes, or, like, the end mystery stars. There's some settings, I remember in some of the Mario Party games you can turn them off. But yeah, cart just has a rubber banding thing. Brakes, what are those? Exactly! You just go! You just go! Burning hearts and a brand new feeling. There we go. Yeah, Mario Kart. No, I enjoy Mario Kart, but I'm not good at it. I also am, like, once you put me into the higher CCs, like 150cc, I'm like, no, I will come play. I will have fun. I will be in last place most times. This has nothing to say for my actual driving capability. Just putting that out there. I drive a real car just fine. I just don't drive a video game car very well. I do know what my brakes are in a real car. I just don't know what the horn is. I'm one of those people that, like, hesitates to honk at most people. Remember playing Burnout 3? Periodically, you tell yourself the time gaps between you and the next closest racer. I once had a track where I was 3 minutes ahead. Like, I think I had one time where I was playing Mario Kart with someone who got... I don't know what happened, but they got particularly unlucky of getting hit by a bunch of stuff falling off, and and it just like they were so unlucky for that run that I think I actually lapped them. It was that bad. One and only time I think I've ever done that. To believe it. Oh. Oh, and then I guess I don't actually even know if I'm gonna get all my seam allowances done tonight. It's a lot. There's a lot of pieces to do. 23K getting close. You're almost there. You're almost there. I didn't think about this. No, I guess I just cut a slice and keep going. Yeah, okay, that'll work. I still need to think of what I'm gonna play as my my next long game. So, like, hey, Princeps, thank you for the. Whoa, wait, what? Okay, no, I can't read. I don't know. I read it as 1. I can't read. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Hey, you got Beetle in there. Nice. Oh, and Wraith Olivia's in there. I recognize that name too. And Dollhouse. Oh, it's Sneezing Ducks. Actually, Sneezing probably came in with. May have came in with Luca. They're part of the Aussie crowd. Thank you for the 10. I really appreciate it. What have you got? Sea urchin. What does that put you at? 3-4? No, 330? 330, I think, right? 335. Yeah, 335. Princess, you're too nice to me. I swear. I know you're always like, no, I'm not. You are. You're too nice to me. And I honestly, I kind of feel like I need to keep checking the pond to make sure you're I'm sure. No, it's in there. I know it's in there. I've checked it. We'll see it one of these days. Also, I guess that being said, can you guys actually hear the pond again now? Because I realized the other day when someone had pulled Lionel Johnson out of the pond that you couldn't hear him scream about the Emperor. Because I think when I had the Free Fishing Friday on, I took the volume way down because the sound was just getting to be way too much of hearing the constant catch and the gold sound. So I turned it down, didn't realize just how far I turned it down. Turned it back up moderately recently. I still don't want it to be overpowering, but there's no too nice to you. I don't know. I'm just a funny bunny on the internet. Except on days like this. Then I'm not even a bunny on the internet. I'm just a person on the internet. Am I gonna slice this circle in half? Am I gonna just make the... Do I want to slice the circle in half, or do I just want to make my life difficult? I gotta make this decision now, because if I slice the circle in half, I have to put a seam allowance in it. So if I do that... Seam allowance, seam allowance... Sorry, this is processing time. No, I think I'm just gonna make my life difficult. I'm just gonna leave it as a full circle in the center. I think it looks nicer that way. It's funny, this circle, I didn't exactly have a really proper sized circle that I was doing for this. Like I said, I've kind of really sort of winged the design. Like I had an image in my mind, and I created like a really quick thing in Clip Studio Paint for me to work as like a guide, which I suppose I could post as like a general, like, this is what we're trying to make, so I actually have like something to show on the side of the screen. Maybe I'll do that next time, because like it's a really rough mock-up. Oh, doing the seam allowance for this is going to be a little bit wasteful. What's the fishing leaderboard at? End of the month is coming. We got this stream and 2 more. For anybody else to try to... Oh, mind you, Princeps, you may have very... Until Mapno comes in, like, Mapno could maybe attempt to bump you out of first place for the amount of gold. Maybe. But the biggest catch, I think, is pretty solidly yours for this month, because you managed to pull the puzzle twice. And that is I think... Is the treasure chest worth more? Or the diamond? We don't see the treasure chest or the diamond very often either. One of those might be worth more. I think it'd be the diamond over the treasure chest if it's either, but I don't know if that diamond is actually even worth 1,000. I just know it's rare, and we haven't seen it in a while. Don't like circles. Yeah, this circle is a very estimated circle of like, yeah, I basically went and found the biggest mixing bowl in my kitchen and went, yeah, this'll do. Plopped it in the center, approximate center, measured it to properly put it in center, and just went from there. There were a lot of chests last month. Yeah, but I think none of the chests cracked 1,000 value, did they? So I'm probably thinking the diamond is the most valuable of the batch in there. That's not the puzzle, because the puzzle was a custom catch put in. I put my tape dispenser over here. Trash can. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want to play as a long form game. Cause yeah, I've done Ib as an in between. I'll do the To the Moon as an in between, because I like to try to do a couple short things before I launch into another long one. But I haven't decided what I want to play as my long one. Part of me is leaning towards Disco Elysium. as the next long formish game that we do. I don't know if anybody here has played Disco Elysium. I've heard very good things about it, but it is incredibly dialogue heavy from my understanding too. Humorously dialogue heavy, but yeah, from what I've heard, very dialogue heavy. But apparently also has Twitch integration where chat can vote on what you say. I think it doesn't automatically pick it. The streamer has the option to take that option or totally ignore it. But yeah, apparently it has Twitch integration too. Could make it funny. Could make it funny. It could just be a chat pilots this robot to play Disco Elysium, and we see what kind of weird shenanigans it gets into. Next long game, Final Fantasy 1 to the current in timeline order. Two problems. One, Final Fantasy 14 is Final Fantasy 14. If that has to count Final Fantasy 14, we're gonna be there a very long time. I guess if I did Final Fantasy 14 and I didn't skip the cutscenes, I think we'd be in there for at least like 150 hours. Plus stuff would be coming out over the time of me playing it. It may never end. I may never get to 15 or 16. Second problem is I unfortunately know with the combat system being what it is, I won't enjoy most of the earlier ones. I just don't have the patience anymore to play menu turn-based games. Which is why I don't really play the mainline Pokemon games anymore. The new ones come out, I buy both versions usually, and like give one to my brother, and I keep one, and I try to play Pokemon, and it never happens. And eventually he's just like, "Can I take the other copy from you so I can like 100% that copy too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, go for it, bro." So yeah, I don't know if I would enjoy. I don't think I'd be able to stick with it. I don't think I'd be able to stick with it to play the earlier Final Fantasy games. Okay, the hills here are also very I drew whatever. It'll work. I just gotta make sure I can cut it in a relatively nice curved line. Mainline Pokemon needs to adapt the Arceus approach. Yeah, like I haven't finished it, but I played a bit of that, and I was like, this is all right. This is all right. But yeah, the mainline regular line Pokemon games, I can't do it anymore. Just can't do it anymore. I wish I could. It's kind of been my, like, I tried Bravely Default 2, and I know it's a pretty good game, but same case, that menu base, I can't do it. It's part of the trouble I've also had with Persona, was trying to, one of the Personas, 5, I think? 4? 5? Which one is Joker in it? 5? But yeah, the Persona games as well they're so menu-based combat. I can't, I don't know the patience for it. It's bad, isn't it? Sounds kind of bad. My issue with Persona is spending 3 hours trying to get to the actual game. That's a JRPG in a nutshell, though. I can kind of deal with that, because I've played a lot of JRPGs. I can kind of deal with the fact that I'm going to have to be in tutorial land for a while. Because, yeah. I'm just used to, I'm used to that. But, like, I can do turn-based games like Fire Emblem. I still enjoy Fire Emblem. There is, like, Eternal Sonata kind of has a turn-based combat, but Eternal Sonata is a weird turn-based combat that has active time fighting in between. Because you take your turn, and then you have a set amount of time to run in and do whatever you gotta do before your turn ends, and it goes to the next person. So I can do that. I can do Fire Emblem because I get to move little guys around a map. But yeah, just don't make me, because Pokemon, for instance, I just get to a point in Pokemon, I'm like, okay, this is my strong move, and this is my strong move, and I know they'll probably just kill everything, and I just sit there and I just start mashing A. And then maybe I run out of PP for a move, and then I just move it over, and then I'm just still mashing A. And that's it, and that's my Pokemon life. You spent 3 hours progressing day-night cycles doing nothing? Wait, really? It was choose to wake up, send the characters to school, then tell them to sleep. There must have, like, what were you supposed to be doing in that time? I imagine there must have been something you were supposed to be doing? Or is it just like sending them to school progress the story that you needed, but you required it to be the correct time of day? I don't know. taking guesses in the dark here. It was all like the first 4 hours of 3. Okay, right hill, left hill, top hill. And get the rest of the arrays. Oh. Belly of a whale. We've never wanted to touch a Persona game since. It's fair. Very fair. Have you tried other JRPGs since? Why did I do that? Okay, no wait. I'm gonna tape that and recut that piece. I didn't quite follow the curve I wanted to follow. We're awake in the night. You had a charming air, all sweet and debonair. My widowed mother felt so sweet. Persona 2 hits different. You play as a reporter. Oh, I always thought they took place with school kids. Or high school kids. I don't remember much of anything of 2. Like, I know there's been a lot of Persona games. And what? 5 has been the most popular one lately with Joker. 4 is the one where you shoot yourself, I think, to get your guy out. Devil Survivors or something was one too, wasn't it? Also one of theirs. Which one had the golden variant? Was that 4 or was that 3? It's better. That's a better curve. Well, you shoot in 3 and golden is 4. Ah, okay. What about what was it? Devil Survivors? Overclock Devil Survivors? Something like that? On the DS? Oh. Quilt, the Dreadnoughts. What about that? Oh, I just don't remember if that was the name I was thinking of. Devil Survivors or Overclocked. There were 2. Was one of them called Overclocked? Quilt, Dreadnoughts. Ooh. P-I-Q-U-E. Okay. After it'll be about 5 minutes. I'll let this Mariners one finish, and then we'll do yours next, Princeps. Persona is technically a spin-off of a different branch of Devil Saga. I thought or is that the same thing Shin Megami Tensei? Because Shin Megami Tensei is like... Persona I know was a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei, but I don't remember if the Devil Saga is another thing. Like, is Persona a spin-off of a spin-off? Friend the penitent whaler from the sea. The captain of a ship Who matched you toe to tip? This one's a wanton cruelty. Ship to sea with the privateer. Started as Shin Megami Tensei. Ah, okay. Bringing in the Canadian music again. I forget sometimes that the Dreadnoughts are Canadian. I went different direction 2000s, got Devil Summoner. Which one was it that had a special edition DS that kind of looked like a spell book? Because funnily enough, I'm in possession of that DS. Don't remember which game it was, but Nocturne featuring Dante. I actually don't know if you're joking or serious. Because for some reason, I also wouldn't put it past. You're not joking, okay. Was he just like a fun side character? Could you recruit him? What's Dante doing there? Oh, he's a boss. Oh, that's funny. Oh. I should when I'm doing this cutting part. Okay, you know what, because can I sit here and lean against the back of the table? Maybe shuffle the glass a little. I just need enough space in my butt to fit in there. Ow. Because I don't want to sit on the glass. I don't the glass I have here is glass from a table. So I don't want to actually sit on the glass proper. Oh, my leggies. They're cramping. This'll do. I think. Until I get squiggly. Hey, Spicy! How's it going? Nerd. Are those Sylveon jammies? Yeah. I got Sylveons and Pikachus. Yeah, let me get you a shout out. I just gotta do it by hand. Shout out, Spicy. Also, yes, Jim. The Mariner's Revenge. How are you doing, Spicy? It's good to see you. Hope you've been having a good evening. I have a few different Pokemon jammies. It's just too cold for my Wooloo shorts. So we're on the I've got Wooloo shorts. I've got shorts that are like Galarian Ponytas. I think also with Pikachus. And then yeah, I've got my Sylveon Pikachus. I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit nerdish here, right? I'm finally on a stream of a guy. This is the big group collab. Everybody say cheese on the tablet. So I can't read it from over there. One of these days, Ma, get the camera. One of these days, we'll do something. I'm sorry, it's not it is not you, it's me. I'm terrible at asking people for collab stuff because I just forget. That was weird. Huh, just heard a strange noise in there. Wasn't really sure what that was. You know, it's kind of funny, I talked about sitting here so I could lean back, and I'm suddenly just hunched over the paper again anyway, because I realize it's nicer to cut when I can just zip the scissors through the paper. It's like Ubel and her cutting thing. For those of you who watched Freerun. Hey, Spicy, weird question, because I was actually thinking about this the other night. And I feel like we might have had this conversation in a stream. Have you also basically stopped playing Destiny since Bungie did all their weirdness? Because, most of the people I used to play with have all basically uninstalled Destiny and just haven't touched it since Bungie just made some really, really weird decisions. Not great public decisions. But a part of me still wants to do the Vespers dungeon. But I need 2 people for it. Not necessarily as a stream thing. I just kind of want to do that dungeon. Because, I've paid for it. And it looks cool. But all of my dungeon buddies have basically stopped playing the game. For all of the people I knew who played the game have stopped playing the game. Heck, I haven't touched it. I think I haven't touched Destiny in a couple months now either. Just too bad, because I told myself I was going to do the storylines from each of the acts, and I just haven't. I just haven't had the motivation. And I used to be so on top of that. This cut. Oh, tiny yellow ribbon on the old oak tree. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Time is it for me? 2.5 hours? That's not too bad. I probably won't finish. Nah, I'm gonna get stuff it. I'm probably not gonna finish all of the seam allowances. Just I do it in such a method that's not the most efficient way of doing it, but I don't like wasting paper when I don't have to, so it's a little bit of a slower method. So I probably won't get them all done tonight. Because there's a point at which I'm just like, I don't want to lean over paper on the floor anymore. I wrote and told her, please. 6-hour quilting stream. One, if I didn't have to work tomorrow, maybe. Maybe. And I guess, actually, no, you know what? If I weren't on the floor stage, I could stand to do... stand. Pun intended. If I weren't on the floor stage, I could stand to do a longer stream of it. Sitting in this position is not my favorite thing in the world. If we're on the sewing machine part, I could definitely do that for 6 hours. Or like, I don't know, I feel like if I'm gonna draft for 6 hours, it's gotta be an interspersed of like more than just a 5-minute break in between. It'd be like you know what, we're gonna take 30 minutes to do something else. So I'm not sitting on the floor. But yeah, also I gotta work and eat. Finish eating. I've eaten some, I haven't eaten all of it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Okay, it's everything separated. Go, where do I start? In a galaxy far away. Where's my spare? I guess I might as well just start what I have at hand, huh? Ooh. Whee. Now I tape things, and then I cut things, and then I tape things, and then I cut things again. Welcome to life. Ugh. Oh, I will move back to the other side. And slide the glass. Okay, just give me a second to flop. That's what bunnies do, right? They flop. So I'll go back to work in a second. I just want to stretch. Oh yeah, I forgot your pirate song. Hang on a second. Full bun flop. Yeah, just bun flop. This is the stream now. This is just bun flop. Okay, hang on, I'll go get your song. Sorry, Al. I promised something like 2 songs ago. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I hand... I don't know. I was thinking, I'm like, I know there's software for this sort of stuff. I should probably just get said software? I don't know. There must be software for this sort of thing. But I still just like, I still hand do everything. Like, I'm glad I have that skill set to be able to do everything by hand, but like, man, it's not a fast method. Okay, that's good. A different one that's a little shorter that can fill the top half. Oh. Not quite. I could do the radial interiors. You do it by hand because one, it's more personal to you and craft in hard mode. As part of it is I've never acquired the software that they have for that sort of thing. Or like I said, I assume there must be software. I can't imagine everybody still does this sort of stuff by hand all the time. There is probably technology now that will measure the lines and stuff like that. But I never think to actually buy it. Because like there's gotta be, right? There's gotta be a thing that does the math for you for quilting. Oopsies. Okay, 1/4 inch. We're doing 1/4 inch on the seam allowances. I'm gonna do my eraser. The hell? Oh, it's back here. Just rougher for everything. Basically, that's kind of where I assume there must be something to help with this sort of jazz. That's a fun one. Back to here. What is that? N-Walker. Nah. Nah. Sure. Scooching. Any of you have Thanksgiving plans? I don't have Thanksgiving plans because I'm up in Canada land and we did ours already. Any of you having like family get-togethers or whatever? Or like where Thanksgiving is a big tradition? Thanksgiving's never been a huge thing for my family. Every now and again we decide to do something a little bit larger, but not typically. Well, this year actually we had quite the family gathering for Thanksgiving. Like extended family and everything too. Coming Friday. I can feel once again. Tablet, don't turn off on me. I need you. I am a little jealous though. I feel like I'm gonna see people talking about turkey. I really like turkey. Somebody send me some turkey. Thanksgiving leftovers, just send them my way, okay? I'll eat them. Cookies, put them in the disk drive. Email them to me. Although I might be doing fondue on Thursday. My roommate's birthday is on Thursday. I might try to go do cheese fondue at a place. Because there's a place and they do this winter menu, and they call it a winter menu, but like last time I didn't try to go until December, and then found out said winter menu ended in November, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I've been scammed. But yeah, they do a really, really good cheese fondue. They do chocolate fondue as well. So like the last time I went, I was just like, just give me all the fondue. I will order a whole thing of cheese fondue, and I will finish up with chocolate fondue. Just give it. Just hand it over. I'm getting myself fixed up. This is the center. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't need to tape this edge. I've already done this edge. What am I doing, Self? You stop that. No wonder I thought I was losing my mind. Terrible thing to lose, that is, a mind. Already done that edge. That's the outer edge. This long centery bit. This is the bottom. I think. Bottom. Center. Write little notes for myself, basically. Euphoria immense. Are you short enough to fit in this space so I can take some of it down? Oh, you are. Maybe. Barely? Not quite. Okay, I can probably do all of this. So this is the hill. The hilly part. The center part. All the way up to the top. Yes. It's a walk-in, no reservation, walk-in only, so I'm gonna head down on Thursday and hope for the best. Doing it on Thursday instead of the weekend in hopes that it just won't be as busy. Hopefully. And then it's probably going to be like home, cake, Mario Party. Because he's been on a Mario Party, binge lately. Binge? Maybe not quite. He's been on a kick. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I need to find an advent calendar too. There was this place that I was waiting on, in hopes that they were going to do an advent calendar, and they didn't. And I was very disappointed because there was this place I discovered when I was in New York last year that did these amazing crepe cakes, and then I also found out they did super fancy advent calendars that had like like that would have like a little ornament or some sort of keepsake. Last year's was an ornament. I think the year before that was like a snow globe or something. Really cool advent calendar by the Lady M company. And I was like, I was looking, and I'm like, they gotta announce it soon. But we were like in the last, like, what was it, by end of this week or something. They usually announce it in November, but as we got into like mid-November, third week of November, I'm now like, no, I don't think it's happening. So I should still find myself an advent calendar just for funsies. Does it make me a child? I don't know. I just like them. Except I want one with like nice chocolate or nice sweets in it. Cause I'm a little bit of a little bit pretentious that way, I guess. I have to admit too, I have a feeling I didn't sleep properly last night. Usually I can do my crafting days for a fair amount of time, but I am starting to feel weirdly tired. So I might go until I finish, like until we hit 3 hours, and I finish up whatever piece I'm on. But I don't think I'm gonna go very long tonight. Cause yeah, the sleepy for some reason is hitting me. Partially my fault. I think I went to bed too late again. Well, you know, I went to bed kind of late last night, but I also kind of slept in. I don't know. Demi, how are you ever gonna hit VIP? I do like the ferret though. Can we get the like 6-foot ones back into stock? I kind of want one. Okay, I say I kind of want one, but I'm also not quite the type of person who just insta-purchase that. My next sort of purchase coming up. I gotta keep an eyeball on Black Friday sales to see if there's a good graphics card deal. Oh yeah, you are already VIP. I don't know why I thought you were still saving. Maybe it's just Princeps and V who are still. Oh right, I think it's Princeps and V who are both saving, and V is the one who's been trying to hold off on the ferret redeem. Demi with them triple badges there. Very prestigious. Very prestigious. I think there's only 2 of you that hold the artist badge. I've had some artwork done by other people, but not to a substantial degree. I'm pretty sure it's just you and User. You're the brute squad. Demi gatekeeping all the badges. Collecting them, hoarding them. Does not want to share. You're welcome to take some back. No, it's good. You have earned the badges that you have. Wear them proudly. I didn't even nepotism you into VIP. You earned that one all on your own with watch time. Give your artist badge to V. Why would I give your artist badge to V? That'd be the weirdest choice of person to give the artist badge to. Or smartest choice. On a bend around and show. Who do follow and have done a PNG for me, but like you hold one because you've done a lot of stuff for me, and then user holds one for being the one to make the main PNG model. Nice hair, thank you. Grew it myself. I need a haircut though. It's getting a little long. Like I thought about that a little bit before stream. I'm like, should I just cut my hair really quickly before I go live? It's getting a little unruly. I got wicked bedhead. I wake up a mess of hair. Okay, piece 16. It's a beard. It could be. I could. There is enough here. I could pull up to the front and make it into, what is it? A Fu Manchu. There is enough hair. I could do that.
Let's go gambling!
So welcome back, Hawk. Oh, just pulling the probability test. Taman, hey! Starting the gamble. Okay, take your bets, heads or tails. I believe the last time the flip landed was tails, if that makes a difference to anybody. I have no idea what happened. My probability test is a channel point betting. And then it's going to run for 5 minutes for people to put points into the pool. And then if you're still sticking around after 5 minutes and we've got a bet going, I'll let you flip. I've got a thing built in to let you flip the coin. But yeah, it's a prediction. It's a heads or tails prediction. Okay, P16. Oh, move you over here. Cool. Come here, piece 12. You might as well. You're here. But welcome in, Taman. If I'm saying that right. Taman Luna. Yeah? Taman? Is that a short form? Just tell me to fix it, otherwise if I'm wrong. Hope you're having a good evening. I am working on a quilt design. It's basically going to be like a tree on a hill with like a sun radial in behind it. I've just had to cut all the pieces apart. Tay's cool. Nice to meet you. Okay. Go about there. And go about there. You know, if we're gonna have a win, we need somebody to put on the tail side. I saw this is quilting. Interesting to see where you start. Yeah, so like, what is it? Where's my cell phone? I didn't load an image up. I didn't load an image into OBS, but I like did a really quick mock-up in Clip Studio Paint of an idea that I wanted. Is that gonna show very nicely on camera? It might not. Wait. I forgot. I have my camera thingy flipped. So about there. That's the kind of gist of what I'm trying to do. I've never made a quilt before. So the tree itself isn't done, but the hills and the sun and the sunbeams coming out behind it have all been drawn. Like I have a table that's too small that I was trying to maneuver this like 4 foot by 6 foot piece of paper around, and I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. So eventually I had the bright idea the other night. I'm like, I've got it. I have painter's tape, and I just pasted it to the wall.
Everything goes dark. And you die.
Also, Tay, thank you for the follow. It's good to have you. But yeah, so the other night, I'm like, no, wait, I have a brilliant idea. I'm just going to tape it to the wall. See, I got some painter's tape, taped it to the wall so I didn't have to keep shuffling this ginormous piece of paper around. And then, like, one of the others I live with came down. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm drawing on the wall." Quilting's not your thing, but you're already here. I've never done it either. I've never done quilting stuff either, so I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Like, I do a lot of sewing stuff. I do a lot of cosplay things. I'm a bit of a variety streamer, so like I usually try to do a crafting thing one day a week, and then like I do gaming for the other 2 days. The crafting stuff varies. So sometimes it's sewing stuff, cosplay. Sometimes it's stuff like these little dioramas here that I like take way too long to put together. There's paper craft. It's a whole variety of things. It's just kind of like Lego too. I've done Lego. Just kind of whatever I feel like working with my hands. But yeah, this time around, I'm attempting a quilt. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's a lot of like, this should work in theory. It should work in theory. My theory usually works out pretty well. But we'll see. Unless we're at a 150 to 150 bet right now. Quiet betting night. I still can't believe the time some of you like just tossed in 10, like what was it, 5-digit numbers, 45,000-ish points on one half of the thing. I think I was met like 36 or something on the other. It was a nutty night. But yeah, Tay, if you're more into like gaming stuff, like Friday I'm doing a short game. It might be 2 sessions because of the other obligation stuff I've got. But like Friday, I'm doing a short game. If you've ever played To the Moon, I'm gonna try that one out. See if it makes me cry, because I'm notorious for not crying to video games. I'm trying to find something that'll finally do me in. And then like we've got Cult of the Lamb is the other thing that I'm currently running. So that's a funny one, a Twitch integration. We've got like a bunch of people who have their accounts had their handles linked to being the little cultists in the game, and I'm trying my damnedest to keep them all alive. There's 59 of them alive right now. There's still like, I think there's still like another 6 or 7 dead that I need to try to bring back. It's getting to be a busy campsite. This is like week 2 of you having Twitch. You still like all the betting stuff. You're like, oh, welcome to Twitch then. Honestly, the crafts criteria things brought you. Oh, okay. Cool. Welcome to the website. Yeah, channel point redeems. I don't know how much you know about Twitch in general. The channel points there are like, you just earn those by watching. And then, well, every streamer just kind of does their own thing, whatever they think of doing with channel points. Ooh. And then, yeah, emotes will come from subscriptions, which are usually like, the average supposed to be like 5-ish USD or something like that. No, 6-ish? Did it go up to 6-ish? Also, hey Ryan! How's it going? How was work? Well, I don't know about today. The last thing I saw you play, like the last time I was in with you, I think it was Ashes of Creation? Ashes of something? I know you were playing Warcraft the other day. How's it going, man? I'm working on a quilt. I'm working on putting seam allowances on a piece of a quilt. I have to admit, that glide with the scissors through paper is probably my favorite part of the whole process. I love that feeling and sound that it does. Ashes, wow. Paper game. What's the paper game? Like Papers, Please, or a different paper game? I bet you wrap presents like a pro. As long as they're kind of like a normal geometric shape. Like I can do boxes, I can do circles, but once you give me some funky oblong thing, I'm like, what the heck? It depends how try hard I feel on the wrapping presents bit. It kind of depends who's getting it, how hard I want to try. So I guess I should say I can be a pro at wrapping presents. And sometimes I'm just like, gift bag. This thing is too weird shaped. I'm finding a gift bag. Dale Dawson Stationery Supplies. Come play with. It's like Among Us mixed with The Office. So it's like a social deduction game then. Okay, I guess I haven't watched The Office. What do you mean by it's mixed with The Office? Like just because the setting is in an office? Is that what you mean? Is somebody stealing the office supplies? And you're like trying to get them fired? I'm taking guesses in the dark. There's slackers and workers and a manager. Slackers have to mess up the workflow. Manager has to figure it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're what's the like I guess first question is how many people can play the game? And then I guess the other thing is like how many like what's the approximate ratio of like managers to slackers? Cuz I'm trying to think of werewolf and how many people, because I think in a large group of werewolf you'll have like 3 werewolves or like a large-ish group of werewolf at like 15-ish people. I think you have like 3 werewolves or something and 2 detectives or 2 hunters, whatever they're. I can't remember what they were called. That sounds funny though. Can be 16 plus. The offices can be huge. It's about 3 out of 10 slackers for that many. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like playing manager slackers. I not do my job. That's kind of me today and tomorrow. Work is in a bit of a weird position right now. That like work is in a little bit of a weird position, and I'm essentially like I don't work a work from home job, but today and tomorrow I'm kind of in a work from home job, and it's way less busy than I thought it would be. I'm kind of acting as like the guy in the chair for a bunch of people who are out on the road, and then like answering phone calls for other questions of stuff going on. But it's like, wow, I am much less busy than I thought I would be. I'm relishing it while I can, because I know it's like never gonna happen to me again while I'm working at my current job. It's just it's particularly extenuating circumstances has let me do it, and because nobody else volunteered to handle the phone. I let everyone else have a moment to see if they wanted to be the phone person, and nobody else piped up, so I was like, I'll do the phones. Did I double add my seam allowance? No. Did I? No. No. Okay. The Coolie Loach. Oh, nice. Okay. Ryan, there's a few different things that I'll need from you. Um, I'll do it after stream, but I'll hit you up on Discord and send you. I'll send you the requirements of what I need for you to add the fish thingy. Because it can like, I'll need like either a PNG or a GIF that are transparent, and then we have the name here, and then there's like, you have the name, you have the description. I can add a sound. So if there's a sound you want to add, I can put that in there too. Okay, this is hillside. This is sunside. Maybe that's what I'll just call them. I'll call them hillside and sunside so I don't mix myself up too badly. But yes, I'll hit you up after stream with the details for that. Congratulations! We're gonna have a Ryan fish in there. Now I'm trying to remember though. Like you speak of is the Coolie Loach? Is that a real fish, or is that from a video game? Because the name feels familiar, but I don't know if it's a real fish. But I don't remember why it feels familiar. Ghost fish. Okay, so maybe this is not a real fish. Is it a Warcraft fish? Striping. Oh, it is stripy noodle catfish. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a catfish. I don't know why I know of it. Who knows? Maybe I saw it in an aquarium or something like that. I'm a little surprised that no one's tried to add like the Hylian loach or something silly like that. Mind you, we do have some other really silly things in the pond that I adore. They're teeny tiny? How teeny tiny is teeny tiny? Like, couple inches? Or like, really teeny tiny? Why did I give myself not more room than this? I don't even know. Or like, microscopically teeny tiny. I don't know what requires something to become a loach. I don't know what the requirement is for classification of loach. Holy. Super skinny, about 1.5 inches max for the biggest of their family. Oh, okay. You gotta keep them in groups of 5 to 7? Wait, how come? Do they get lonely? Do they get like confused if they don't have other fishies to school with? This red tape to keep the truth confined. Oh, they get lonely! And they're shy. But they're much more chill when there's several. Oh! That's kind of cute. I guess I don't really think of fish as being lonely. But yeah, I guess I don't see why they wouldn't be. Actually, that's quite an interesting thought thinking about it now. That I don't really consider fish to be like a lonely type species, but schools of fish are a thing. So I guess I feel like perhaps fish should be the most natural thing that I would consider as wanting more than one of at a time. Because like even when I got my cats, I got 2 cats to give them each other a playmate and a companion for the times I wasn't home. Or maybe it's just because of how prominent betas are as far as pet fish go, and they're always sold in singles because you have more than one and they'll just fight each other. Yeah. Are you like an aquarium hobbyist type person? A small part of me has always kind of wanted to run a saltwater aquarium. I know it'd be so much work, and I've got cats, so it's probably not going to happen, but a part of me would love to have a saltwater aquarium. I kind of know fish a little bit, but my version of knowing fish is more of a like outdoor salmon fishing kind of thingy. Don't have one right now considering starting a shrimp tank. Oh, that'd be neat. But yeah. Saltwater tanks. Because I knew a guy who had a saltwater tank, and I'm like, oh my god, this is gorgeous, but oh my god, the amount of maintenance you need for this thing. Mario Kart done. Welcome back, Santa. Did you win? Did you blue shell anybody? Saltwater's super cool, but so much work. Oh, I know. But they're so vibrant. We talking fish? We talking fish. You lost by 1 point. Oh, to an NPC. Oof, that's rough on all parts. Yeah, Ryan has just added the selected to add the coolie loach to the pond, so we'll be doing that later. Good on topic of fish. I was saying how like I part of me's always wanted to own like a saltwater aquarium, but like they're hella work, they're hella expensive, and I've got cats that probably would try to do something with it. You're a bit of a hobbyist diver as well. Oh really? What charity you have on your channel is Oceana. Oh, okay. So I've seen the I've seen the charity on your channel, but I didn't realize that you had like such a fish association or fish aficionado situation with yourself. Also, hi, Orcus Delight and Raiders, welcome in. My name is L.Y.K.A.I.O.S, so those of you who may not have met me before, I'm a variety VTuber. I do a mix of crafting things and gaming things. You got me on a crafting night, trying to make a trying to make a quilt. Where did I put my phone? Actually, I'll just do the shout out from the computer. Sorry, I'm on the floor. The computer's up there, but welcome in, Raiders. Where are we? Greetings and salutations. Shout out, Orcish. Wait, I can spell, right? Orcish. No. Yeah, there we go. All good, happy to be here. Yeah, I appreciate the raid and bringing your community over. What were you guys up to? Oh, hang on. Now that I'm standing up, I'm just stretching my back a little bit because I've been sat on the floor for a while. Where did I put my cell phone? I can show you what I'm trying to do. Where did I put my cell phone? I just showed people what I was doing, and I've put the phone I've put it up there. So yeah, my floor setups are always a little bit weird. So this is like a very rough mock-up. This is a very rough mock-up of what I'm trying to make. I've also never made a quilt before, so I'm kind of winging it. All of my pieces are like over there right now, largely cut, and I'm just putting seam allowances into everything. Oh, you do leather work! Oh, that's cool! What were you working on? I was scared to ask what's Poindexter? Oh, Demi, you know exactly what Poindexter is. You made it! Hang on a second, let me get... Do I have a layout spot for Poindexter? I might have to customize it on the fly really, really quickly. Fugi... What is the closest one? Probably that one. That's pretty close. Let's flip you. Properties. Does my other one sit better? I don't know. But yeah, this one is the Poindexter Demi. Because I figured, like, Poindexter in the know-it-all sort of way. Flip horizontal. Move the tomato. And bring me down here a little. It's that one. Oh, okay. Sorry, let me catch up to... Finished up a collar by adding the snaps on it, worked on a butterfly hair beret, started painting a leather bookmark, and then was painting up another collar that's Peter Pan thing. Oh man, you sound like you got a lot done. Overall, busy stream. Also, the design's really heckin' cool. Thank you. Yeah, I kind of keep two. I've got one for like my standard crafting one of the bunny, and then I have another one because like I do gaming days as well. On usually the other 2 days of the week, that's like got a giant NES controller, and I just smoosh the button on it. Also, hey there, Strawberry Polita. Thank you for the follow. You be jamming in here? Yeah, a little bit. And also Buzz Buns too. Thank you for coming in with the raid. Yeah, this is my Poindexter one. Waifu Factory there made it for a game show based off that College Humor one called like Actually. And so it's got like the swirly glasses and the bucktooth thing going. So, Underswap, hey, good to see you. You want to thank Princeps for the gifted? Princeps I believe is still about. Might be AFK at the moment, but I'm pretty sure it's still about. But yes, Princeps had a whole wave of gifted subs go out. Glad you got one. Enjoy the emotes. So, Orcish, so I've done some leather work before because when I was a bit younger, there was a family friend that ran a leather shop and I did a lot of sewing. And so it's been a while though. I spent like a summer doing some work with them just for interest and experience. But we never painted leather. So I assume there's a special type of paint you need to get it to adhere. But like, is there a particular process for painting leather? Man, how much can I even trust this ruler anymore? Oh, you commissioned Orc. The work is school. I can't wait to get your call. Oh, so one of the collars is for you. Oh, that's awesome. I have to check out your VODs and stuff later. Or like Twitter, Blue Sky. Do you use one of those? Or like, I guess even, I've done that thing again. I put it down. Oh, it's over here. There is also, Bum, 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 bum. This is weird trying to do everything on cell phones. If you feel so inclined, no pressure. I've got a Discord with a like creating channel in there that if you feel like dropping stuff in there, I would love to see. What are your pronouns, Bestie? She, her, they. Generally, I'm pretty happy with. Pronouns have always been a little bit of an oddball one for me. But yeah, she, her, they are kind of the general ones that I go with, which is kind of funny because I spent the longest time as a youngster really, really not wanting to be a girl. Like, really, really not wanting to be a girl. New model, just woke up, call your boss saying you're staying home for the week after throwing up at work. Good morning, Tatcha. Oof. Also, temporary one. Demi picked the protocol change, which is pick a different PNG. So this was one of my the game show PNG that was made, but like I wanted to use it elsewhere too, so I'm like, we'll just stick it in the roulette. You're so valid for that. I despise being a girl all childhood, and now I'm trying. See, I feel like had I been born a few years later, I was actually talking to a trans friend of mine a little while ago, who's about 6 years younger than me, and I remember telling them because they like we talked about our histories and stuff, and our histories sound really really similar, but like I'd said like I feel like perhaps if I had been born a few years later, there's like a non-zero chance that I'd be in the same boat as them. But I hit a point because it just for me it wasn't really a thing in the area I grew up that was like known or talked about. So I just kind of hit a point and I'm like, this is my lot in life. I'll make the best of it. But I was definitely one of those kids that was like adamantly anti-pink. No pink, no purple, no dresses. Like I used to go by shortened form of my name that was a masculine version. And so nowadays I still always pause a little bit. Also, Raccoon Trunky, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Doesn't have to be your long. I know, but like for at that time, I was like, this is the hand I've been dealt. I'll do what I can with it. And now at this point in my life, I'm like, do I really want to go through puberty a second time?
Everything goes dark,
and
you die.
But I've kind of come to terms with it. I guess if that makes sense. But even to a degree, like I still hesitate a little bit. Like, not in an offended way or anything, but I still always hesitate a tiny, tiny bit when somebody asks what the pronouns are, because I'm like, it sounds like kind of flippantly rude if I say I don't care. Because, like, even when I play video games and stuff like that, if I'm with people I don't know in an open voice lobby or something, I usually pitch my voice lower to make it questionable. Was that Magnus Archives? No! Slay the Princess! Anytime in Slay the Princess that you bite the dust, the narrator is like, everything goes dark, and you die. Very fun game, by the way, Slay the Princess. A little bit more of a visual novel, pick your own adventure sort of thing. But if you like that sort of thing, great game. And they just came out with their so-called pristine cut, like in October, so they've added a whole bunch more stuff in there. You did say you were a boyish girl. I was absolutely a tomboy as a child, and even growing up. Like, it took... I will wear skirts now, usually not very often, but like high school for me was like shorts and track pants, like all the time. Like all the time. Also, yes, new people. You love Slay the Princess? Oh, it's so good. I still have to play the pristine cut though. Also, oh right, you're painting. Standard acrylic paint is acceptable and works, but you got your first pot of Angelus leather paint today. Use it on stream. It's a superior option. So do you just paint it on? Do you have to do something to set it? Like set the paint, or is it just let it sit there and let it cure? Yeah, so you've got some new people who rated on in. Yeah, Slay the Princess. Excellent game. Excellent game. Has its really funny moments, has its very serious moments. I played Princess on stream, and a couple of the roots had chat a little feral. Oops. Also, like, because the Call of Cthulhu, you'll be playing the one that came out not long ago, like the first. Oh no, I have it listed. Well, actually, I have it on my streaming schedule, like the Twitch set schedule. It's tabletop. So my friend Verendel is kind of doing a West March style thingy for Call of Cthulhu. For those of you who don't know, it's basically like a lot of short vignettes, like a chronicle kind of thing. So it'll be a lot of one shots, rotating people in and out, so you can tell like a bunch of little stories of a kind of a big overarching plot line eventually. So yeah, it's not the video game. It's the tabletop game. We be rolling dice. Tay, you gotta bounce. I'm actually checking in on that quilt. Have a good night. Hey, yeah, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming in. Have a good night. You clean the leather, use a prepare or a deglazer, but generally it works on its own. Just brush it on, there you go. Oh, no kidding. Huh, that's neat. I want to make a quilt, a warrior cats one. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. I can't remember if I said it with you guys or not, but yeah, I'm kind of winging it. I've never made a quilt before, so I'm just like, I've done a lot of cosplay stuff. I've done a lot of sewing and cosplay and generally making just random things. But yeah, I've never actually done a quilt, so I'm winging it a little bit. It should work in theory. I will adapt if it doesn't. Forgot to click it earlier. You need it again. Oh yeah, all good. Yeah, welcome in. Oh, but Orcish, if you or Orc, Strawberry referred to you as Orc, right? Just go short form. If you need to like take care of stuff, because I can chatterbox forever sometimes. But like if you got stuff you gotta run and take care of, like please do. Please get yourself whatever bit of food or water or stretching that you may need. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna keep hunching over a piece of paper. Time to spam the art channel. Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it. I love seeing what people make. Got some like really creative people in there. There's actually there's another person. They don't stream it, but there's another person in the Discord. Rainwraith is. If you look a bit further back into the creating channel, like Rainwraith does some hobbyist leather working as well, which I thought was pretty neat. Orcish, Alder. Any of them work? Okay, cool. Tatra, the most fucked up thing for you was a huge piece of Cthulhu just laying on the docks. If you look at it, you rapidly start like, just like a tentacle, just there. For your viewing pleasure. Oh yeah, Xana too. Xana's a crafty one, does some leather stuff, does some glass etchings. You got a cool group of creative people in there. Now, Xana, you got your little bonsai tree to take care of now. Or to what's the term I'm looking for? Revitalize and then take care of? What sort of stuff do you like to make? So I do a whole bunch of different things. The very first stream I ever did, where are you, little guy? Ooh. The very first stream I ever did, I thought about doing a video game, but I'm like, no, I need something that I'm comfortable with and know how to do and is pretty chill. So the very first stream I ever did, sorry, my angle's a bit weird because my camera's actually rotated, was this little up, down, sideways? I don't know. First thing I ever did was actually this little papercraft Pikachu. And then there's been stuff like, there's been this book nook diorama that took me forever to do. Xana can attest. This thing took me forever to make. It's kind of fun because I've never done them before. It lights up. I've never done them before, and I looked up a thing on YouTube and other stuff online. People are like, yeah, it takes like 7 hours. It took me way more than 7 hours. Like, it took me way too long. There's that. There's... Ugh. I've made a pin banner for a friend that I can't show off because it's at his house. I've made a VTuber cosplay for that same friend. There is... Well, I need to remake some stuff here, too. This is loose because, like, this is actually the coat for... What direction is that facing everything? This is actually the coat and some of the pieces that I did for my VTuber cosplay. You can see the skirt and everything in here. The lapels are a little bit funky because my design is supposed to have 3 different colors to it, like red, blue, green, or red, green, blue, because RGB, and I've got a computer theme. So the lapels are actually created in such a way that I have magnets to be able to put them, to swap them out. I want to remake a few things on here because I want to pick different fabrics, but yeah, the lapels are actually meant to swap on and off eventually. Put that back in the closet. But yeah, I've done Lego streams as well, for instance. Whew, a lot of stuff. Like can't see it. There's a Lego set that's sitting up there. I actually kind of want to do another big Lego set. I do have to mention it's almost at the end of the game. When the fishing village has gone completely insane, all attack you for no reason, just corrupt you, and all you have is 5 bullets. Oh no. That's so cool. Thank you. But yeah, so I feel like I do more woodworking stuff, if not for the fact that I have like none of the tools or the machines for it. But yeah, cosplay was kind of always been my big thing. And sewing, like fabric and textiles based sewing. Like I said, I did a little bit of work with a family friend for leather stuff, but it was still kind of just making like bags and vests and stuff like that out of leather. The odd jacket. Okay, bottom, heel, middle, side, here. Okay, that's everything for this piece. Okay. Next. Did you ever get the puzzle frame? No. So I still have, not in a frame. I have the puzzle under a coffee. Okay, so you see this piece of glass I'm working on here? This piece of glass is actually from a coffee table, but I can't work on the carpet, and the board is a little flimsy. This piece of glass is from a coffee table. That puzzle sits under the coffee table. For context for everybody else, yeah, that was one of the other crafting things I did. That was like, I usually only do crafting once a week, so that puzzle was 7 streams of it. It was a 1,000 piece puzzle that was basically just blue. It was a blue gradient, but when you only worked the border and then 1/6 at a time, it all just looked blue. It was nuts. Our chat has been stranded leatherwork. I've accidentally double sent one of the photos. Oh, hang on a second. Once again, the famous line. Where did I put my cell phone? I want to see. It's back here. I want to see. Because I am a little impatient and very, very curious. Come on, Discord. Okay, what direction do I have to sit? Ooh, we're gonna look. I don't know. Well, actually, everyone else just has access to the Discord. But oh, so cool. So you like stamp? Oh, you've got like a full set of stamping things in the back half. So I guess, is this first one of the, or is that too long to be a collar? Is that first one like the with the acorns and stuff, the green and gold, like a collar then? Oh, this thing is wicked. Have like the eyeballs on there? You're gonna go back to sleep 6:23 in the morning, all you have is like 3.5. Oh yeah, and especially if you're throwing up the other day. Get some rest, Tatra. It's always good to see you. It's good to see you though. But yeah, please get yourself some rest. Feel better. Because being sick sucks. Don't listen to Demi. You're allowed to sleep. I have given you permissions. Permissions have been granted to sleep. Oh, that's the Peter Pan themed collar. The eyeball piece is a bookmark. Sick. I love it. Got the butterfly wings. Are these ones also with the flowers, also bookmarked? Oh, I love the patterning. Like the camera here. Like I suggest people just go look at it in Discord because the camera here is not gonna pick it up. No, at least not off my phone. But like the dappling, the dots on there. Do you have to lay each of those dots in individually, or do they come in like? Maybe they come in a little bit of a line. I can't quite tell. Other one's got a name on it. Oh, the mushrooms are cute too. Oh, I love that. Oh gosh, and those flowers are gorgeous. So is it like a lot of it? I can't imagine you have stamps for all of these. So some of it's got to be like hand scored, I imagine, right? Those aren't bookmarks. They're practice piece or leather belt. Oh, you got a whole sign. Crow, Cat the Mermaid, Code Mistake. Are these Orcish Delight, Lord the Doctor? So I think these are usernames, like Patreon names or something, or like gamer tags. So you've got that like that sign there. There's this one, this collar for Ghoulie. Oh, you got like a whole bunch of them there. Bracelets too, I guess. I think. Yeah, leather bracelets with little skull beads on them. Oh my god, that is sick work. That's awesome. Why is the thing not scrolling any further? Oh, you see, you've got like the like that. Oh, that pouch there's got a really cool design on it too. For the hatching. What does that say? Grumpy, Grumpy Workshop. Oh, and the salmon. I am such a sucker. I'm such a sucker for leather work and stuff. Like this traditional kind of leather wood glass kind of dealios. Like we're going into the season where like artists and craft markets are becoming a big thing, especially leading into Christmas. And oh my god, I go and I'm such a sucker for like the glass work, the woodwork, the leather work. That looks awesome though. That looks awesome. Thank you for sharing. Gift for a friend who did 24-hour donathon stream. Oh, neat. I love that idea. I kind of did mine wasn't 24 hours and it wasn't donathon, but I started streaming last year in October and then had the bright idea. It was fine. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, but I made ornaments. Like I hit 100 follows and it was like, "Hey, this is like my 100 follower celebration thingy and it's December, so I'm going to make ornaments for people." And it was, where's my box of them? I still have some. I still have to send some. Where's mine? I used to have it hanging on the wall. Where did I put that box? I think it's up here. So yeah, like I did up most of like my large amount of my December streams were, and here's Anna's, were done up, we're busy doing Christmas ornaments. So essentially, there's a whole bunch of them. So some of them are actually mailed out to people. I was like, if you're comfortable enough to give me your address, I'm like, I will mail your ornament to you. And they were all like, oh, I forgot to give this one's actually for a friend of mine. But I got like a Google document. Oh, I forgot to give this one to a friend of mine too. I need to fix that. But like I had a Google document up and I was like, if you want an ornament, like go fill out this Google document and what name you want on it and an address if you want me to ship it and pick your colors and I'll make them on stream. And then they were all like stamped on the back of a little blue bunny in 2023. I don't know if the camera picks that up. I can't quite tell from where I'm sitting on the floor to the computer. But yeah, that was like my whole December. Was stream after stream was just making ornaments because I ended up doing like 37 of these things. And I'm thinking I'm going to do Christmas cards this year. Like papercraft Christmas cards this year is the idea, is the hope. Still got to plan it out. It was you. As for how you do it, you carve the patterns in, you use a stamp set design for that style of leatherwork, Sheridan is what it's called, that make the carved images and stand out and look pretty. The dots you're talking about in a row are 5. Oh, okay, so it is a little row of 5. Okay, so it's not quite doing them individually, thank goodness. That'd take a long time. What's I doing? Let me just fix this. There we go. But you want to get one with 3 instead. I guess just for more like, just allow you to do like curves and make better lines and stuff like that since you have fewer dots to place. So you're not forced into a straight line for like a few more centimeters or millimeters than you need. This'll do. But yeah, I did a lot of ornaments. Thinking of doing Christmas cards. I gotta figure out how I want to do the designs and stuff like that. How I want to lay out my spreadsheet again to get people for submissions. Yeah, 3 would be good for curves. Yeah. I've done some needle felting stuff as well. I've just never done needle felting on stream. I made like some gifts for friends a while back with like needle felted stuff. Okay. But no, I absolutely adore seeing what people make, especially people who do things in like in a field and a medium that I don't. Xana, fishing time. End of the month's almost here. See if we can pull up anything new. There should still be like, I think 2 or 3 things in the pond that haven't been pulled out yet. Something like that. I want to finish up piece 10. I've been here about 3.5. Has your newest been pulled? No. No, your newest has not been pulled. I had to think on that one for a little bit, but no, it's still in there. You still have one that's in there that hasn't been seen. Prince Up still has one in there that hasn't been seen, which is frankly a little crazy. It hasn't been seen yet. You're gonna lurk. We're glad you stopped by and got to hang out. You got good vibes. Thank you, and yeah, thank you again for running out of tape. Thank you again for raiding in and bringing everybody over. I really appreciate it. But yeah, do what you gotta do. Have a good lurk. Okay, that's there. I probably won't be going for too much longer. I usually shoot for 3 or 4-ish hours. What are you deleting, Nightbot? Oh, it's a blue sky thing. Okay. I can find... If you have it linked through... Do you have it linked through, like... Actually, it's the same name, right? Orcish Delight? I can totally find you later. Okay, I've got a... I don't actually have a moderator team, because at this point still I'm like, I think I can do most of it through me and the use of a couple bots. Nightbot just gets a little bonk heavy sometimes. Okay, yeah, if it's linked to your Twitch, I will come find you later. But yeah, have a good lurk. Like I said, thank you again for the raid, and it was nice meeting you. You can expect you'll see me around in the Discord too, because I'm usually really active in there. Unless I'm sleeping. Yeah, have a good night. Take care. That's good. Pull anything good yet, Santa? Actually, I think I'm also on... When did Demi redeem the thing? I tend to forget to set myself a timer. For 25 minutes. Okay, Demi's gotten good value out of it. I try to remember to set it for 10 minutes and then usually forget to set a timer. Where is the Fugi stuff? Oh, eat my tomato. There we go. There we go. Ooh, back to normal set. Hui. Okay. So I've got... This is the main side edge. Okay, so I've got top, bottom, one more edge on here for 10. And then I think we'll call it a night. If only because of the fact that I'm getting very tired of sitting in this position. This is the one downside to using the glass that's not like necessarily rated for me to sit on the glass. Because I don't want to risk sitting on it, so I am not in the best of leggy postures. Yeah, I'll probably no. I'll likely be posting progress pictures of this thing on... Well, honestly, I've been more active on Blue Sky than I have been on Twitter lately. I'm just getting so tired of going on to Twitter and like my feed is just filled with the most like, why is this here thing? Like, I don't care. Why are you showing me this? And then I have to go through and clean up the like recommendation checkboxes, and it takes frickin' forever, and I have to do it too often, and I just haven't been on Twitter as much. So, a lot of progress. Well, that and the AI changes. So, the inability to opt out. So, a lot of my progress pictures will probably be over in Blue Sky, because, yeah, this quilt thing is... I have a person it's intended for, and I'd like to get it to them before winter is over. But if I only ever work in it on stream, that means I only work on it once a week, and I'm not very fast on stream in general. So yeah, I'll probably have like I'll probably do more of this seam allowance stuff just off stream on my time, and then come back to stream and be like, who knows? Next week we may be working with the fabric and the sewing machine. Okay. Did I cut that too much? It'll be fine. I'll be doing some of these pieces cut with a ruler anyway. Ba, ba, ba. I know I brought a backup tape dispenser. Where is it? It's on my desk. Going to bed. Have a good stream. Thanks, Hawk. Yeah, I probably won't be. I probably won't be here for too much longer either. I'm just gonna finish up this piece and then probably call it. But hey, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of the night and sleep well. Bum, bum. Oops. Sorry, 15. I didn't mean to get you scrunched. You're there. Okay. I need to stop doing that thing where I put stuff down where. Nope, never mind. It's just because it's clear. It was right there the whole time. Okay, this is the sun side. The heck is this part? This must be the hill. Yeah, okay, that's bottom edge of hill. This is top edge of sun. Okay. Also, my pencil lead is running low, so finishing number 10 may actually well just be the good signaler for like it time to go. Lacrimosa. Okay. I have a side edge on there. And bottom edge through here. One more tape. Oh, I'm still a little heartbroken at the fact that I've discovered that my ruler's top edge does not actually do 1/4 inch correctly. Like the ruler plastic was cut incorrectly, or no, not even that. I actually measured the two edges of the ruler together, and the ruler itself is a correct 2 inches wide. But it's like the grid on the ruler was not precise when it got printed, and part of the grid favors one side over the other. So my bloody 1/4 inch is not a true 1/4 inch, and it's how could they do this to me? I've also had that ruler for too long. There's no way I can refund that. No, not that edge. This edge. I'll go back over here. Ugh. Okay. This tape is empty. I have my plastic recycling up here. I do not. Later into the night we go, and suddenly, Billy Talent comes on. This is probably the most not chill song on my playlist, but I like it too much to take it off. Bum, 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 bum. It's like quintessential Canadian. I can't take it off. I think they revoke my card if I do. Quintessential, I say. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Go there. Bum, bum, bum. Alrighty. Last edge for this piece. Oh, forgot to trim the tail off of this. Here we go. Where is the edge? Here. I feel like a bit of like a weird gecko creature whenever I do stuff on the floor like this. Like my posture is weird, and I hunch over things like some sort of creature in the night that's gonna some sort of creature that's coming after you. I don't know. On the prowl. Okay. Oh, the glide. So good. Trim that extra bit off. Trim this extra bit off. Okay. Piece 10. Seam allowance. Only 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, only 26 more pieces to go. Oh, what have I gotten myself into? Like all of this still needs seam allowance. And this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, that's all of it. Okay. Oh. Let me get us back to the other screen. Cyberspace. Oh. Okay. Thank you for joining me tonight. Oh my gosh. Too much time hunched on the floor. My back is good, but like, oh god, there's a lot of time hunched over on the floor. Who have we got live right now? Angel is there. I think I raided into Angel quite recently, though. Yan is doing Kingdom Hearts. Let me see who else is in the crafting. Nope, Makers and Crafting. I know how to spell. Makers and Crafting. Let's try you. Oh, Zeki's doing Gundam stuff. I feel like I haven't seen Zeki in a little while. Let's see who else I can find that's new-ish. New-ish. Checkmate. Oh, there's me. What is this person doing? Plush toy making, leather crating, paper crafting. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm terrible for being talkative during this part where I'm trying to find another raid target. Because it's like, person. This person is building Caitlin's gun. What? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh, that's sick. Okay. That's cool. Day 11. This person, they're doing. Oh, I think they're making it first. Actually, no. This one intrigues me. If only because I'm supposed to play Arcane. I'm supposed to watch Arcane again very, very soon. They're making Caitlyn's gun. I can only assume from the spelling it is Caitlyn from Arcane because it sure definitely looks like it. Rika VT. Okay. New person. Found a raid target. Looks hella cool. If only because, like, as well, I don't do prop work a whole lot, so I'm very interested to see what they do. Okay. Usual stuff. Discord is there. Twitter is there. I might as well grab the Blue Sky link because, like I said, I'm kind of been part of the Twitter exodus. I haven't been spending a lot of time there. Those three. I post schedules to all of them. If you like to just like have chit chat in Discord, like the Discord is pretty chatty of people just like kind of whatever. A lot of crafty things, a lot of general talk, sometimes complaining about work. 2 versions of the raid message there. One if you've got access to my emotes, one if you don't. I should turn down the music before it gets caught on my own microphone too badly. What else we got? So Friday, I'm back on Friday at 6 Pacific time. I'm playing To the Moon. It's gonna be my first time at it. We're gonna see if it makes me cry because I don't cry very easily at video games. Yeah, Friday we'll do To the Moon at 6 PST, PT, PDT. I can't remember technically if it's PDT or PST. 6 p.m. Pacific time, whatever the current Pacific time is. Saturday we'll be continuing with Cult of the Lamb at noon Pacific, and then Saturday evening on Verendel's channel, a friend of mine, I'll ping it in the Discord, but I'll be playing as a character in his Call of Cthulhu one-shot. And then we go into the next week and we start the cycle all over again and we do crafting on Tuesday. Assuming nothing weird happens. I don't think anything weird happens to throw my scheduling off. I say that, but it happens sometimes. Oh, I also totally forgot to I totally forgot about the coin flip. Oopsies. Who? Tay did the, ooh, I owe Tay 1 probability coin flip. Actually, where can I will refund them this one to give them a little bit of points back because I totally forgot. My bad. Okay, but yeah. 2 raid messages there. If you'd like to take them in, like I said, you could sub your own if you can either use the supplied one, you can sub your own. Either is good. Thank you for hanging out while I crawl around on the floor, drawing lines on very fine lines on very white paper. L.Y.K.A.I.O.S, if you're both still listening, thank you again for sharing your communities and bringing your raiding parties in. I really appreciate it. And for all of you I haven't met, those of you that came with Orcs raid, Orcs, Strawberry, Raccoon, all of y'all. It was nice meeting you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking it out. And yeah, I'll keep we'll be back at quilting stuff next week. Have a good evening, L.Y.K.A.I.O.S. Thank you, Jim. Have a good rest of the afternoon to you too. Xana, thank you for the big big heart emote. Thank you, Xana. So yeah, we'll get the main messages here. Did I copy that? I copied that. Cool. We will. They're quite a bigger creator, but oh my gosh, I love what they're doing. Let's start the raid, heading over to this Rika person. And yeah, Friday. I'll be back Friday, so have a good Wednesday. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Monday. It's not Monday. Thank goodness it's not Monday. But I keep thinking it's Monday. But yeah, have a good midweek. Hopefully I'll see you on Friday. You can see if I turn into a blubbering pool of tears, and then I'll perhaps see you guys on the weekend. But that's it for now. Have a good night. Take care. I'll see you next time.